To write the song, still got my dad and mom. I'm just so thankful and grateful for it all. And you would think my nephew's name was Steph Curry, the way he's shooting that ball. I'm trying to build some more bridges instead of building these walls. I'm learning to lend a helping hand to those who open their palms. If it's bad news, I'm turning it off. We'll never really see an end to this divide if we keep getting outfoxed by those who peddle negativity. It'll take root in your head, it's like a cavity. You can keep your raggedy perspective to yourself. You're always judging someone else. I'd rather smile because it's better for my health. Forget about your troubles, life is beautiful. And when I die, make sure I'm smiling at my funeral. The sun gon' shine no matter how dark it gets. Don't live your life in regret. Put on a smile and gotta handle the rest. That's a bet, so go ahead. Tell the rain, rain, go away. Yeah, yeah. You can choose to smile today. Tell the rain, rain, go away. That's right. You can choose to smile. Tell the rain, rain, go away. Yeah, yeah. You can choose to smile today. Yeah. Tell the rain, rain, go away. Oh yeah, you can choose. I'm choosing to smile instead of wearing a frown. When life is getting me down, I'll simply pick up my crown, open my curtains and let in a little sunshine. You gotta know your life is once in a lifetime. And if you're really gonna keep on me mugging when I walk on by, I crack a smile and tilt my head. No, you ain't gotta reply. No, you ain't gotta say hi. See, that's that low level energy. I am on a higher frequency, channeling God's divinity. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Sometimes you gotta eat them pork and beans instead of lobster. You gotta dust it off and say this life just like Sinatra. And if you need someone in your corner, just know I got you. My mantras, be grateful for every day. And when you win and save a little for a rainy day. The sun gon' shine no matter how dark it gets. Don't live your life in regret. Put on a smile and gotta handle the rest. Like I said, so go ahead. Tell the rain, rain, go away. Yeah, yeah. You can choose to smile today. Tell the rain, rain, go away. That's right. You can choose to smile. Tell the rain, rain, go away. Yeah, yeah. You can choose to smile today. Yeah. Tell the rain, rain, go away. You can choose to smile. Smile, 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 smile. You can choose to smile. Smile, 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 smile. You could choose to smile. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know, when it rains, it never rains forever. The sun's gotta come out sometime. You know what I do? I tell her, rain, rain, go away, left my umbrella at home. That's why I had to write the song. Still got my dad and mom. I'm just so thankful and grateful for it all. And you would think my nephew's name was Steph Curry, the way he's shooting that ball. I'm trying to build some more bridges instead of building these walls. I'm learning to lend a helping hand to those who open their palms. If it's bad news, I'm turning it off. We'll never really see an end to this divide if we keep getting outfoxed by those who peddle negativity. It'll take root in your head, it's like a cavity. You can keep your raggedy perspective to yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's Blaqs. Man, it's been a little while since I got up here on Sundays. Wow, man. But thank you for rocking with me in whatever little capacity. Just decided to get up here briefly without provocation. This wasn't even planned, but I'm glad that a few of you guys decided to come in and rock with me in any capacity. But anyway, you saw the title of the show, just early mornings with Blaqs. That's it. Today, I just wanted to talk about, current events, what's going on in the world, also what I'm doing, why I've been, sporadically on the porch sessions. I usually show up for Thursdays. I'll usually show up, in the chat. I'll come up and talk in the mornings with LA, etc. And that's mainly because life, you guys. I'm always working with my children. If you guys didn't remember or didn't know, I have 5 children. So Gary, what's up, brother? Good morning. Hey. Oh, wow, Gary, thank you. That's big of you, sir. $22. I was just about to get there. was about to say a little bit of news, y'all. I'm officially monetized by YouTube. So I got to get that first $100 going. And then once I do, YouTube will start releasing money to me. So Gary, thank you, sir. You are the inaugural. Gary, you always hold a place right here, brother, in my heart, man. You always hold me down. And you've never, ever, even though you and I are ideologically opposed when it comes to certain things, Christianity, etc., you've been a really good friend and supporter. So I appreciate you, man. Because again, though, yeah, we are family, Gary, for sure. That again, that's not what. Well, I mean, it's what defines me, but it isn't going to stop me from being a friend to a fellow brother. So I appreciate you that for that, man. $22, man. Let me post that, man. Wow, that's cool to see. Never thought I'd get here, honestly. Never thought I would be monetized by YouTube. You know, this was, I won't say it was a dream because it wasn't a dream of mine. I didn't even know that it was possible. I'd watch YouTube channels and be like, wow, that would be cool if I could sit and do what I like to do, talk to people, and then actually make some money on the side or make money beyond a job I would work. What a great, great, great experience it's been, and what a great time it's been just working toward that goal. And now that I'm finally here, man, I don't know what to do with myself, man. That's amazing. So Gary, thank you. But beyond that, let me get back into my pontifications. We I have 5 children. I'm stretched thin most of the time during the day, and then I try and find time to get on here and do my thing, because I do still work a 9 to 5. Hopefully we can change that. I do run Loudmouth Flavors. Loudmouth Flavors is a full-time gig in itself because it's a business I own. And if I don't run it, it doesn't go anywhere, which I see, I got website things I got to fix. I got people making orders all the time. I got companies right now who want me to manufacture spices for them. It's a lot of work, and it's just me. So, and can you imagine not having the capital to put something together, but people still want to purchase a product from you? I mean, they still want to purchase a product from you. They still want to do business with you, but you have to find a way to get the capital. And you don't have, I don't have any investors. I don't have a bank that I go to who, hey, let me get 150K. Nor do I really want to do that, but I should want to do that. 150K so I can set up a manufacturing spot, just something small, maybe 1,000 square feet with the equipment that I need secondhand, so that I can start mixing up spices and get product rolling out. And then all the marketing is a crapshoot as well. Even though there are outlets for yourself to be marketed, like social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, etc., you still have to have people running that or run it yourself. So that's hours out of the day. So, man, I remember when I started this years ago, and people were like, hey, working, you'll don't be surprised. It's not uncommon to see, man, 18, 20-hour days. I'm like, how do you work 18, 20 hours a day? And then you find it's just how you do with your children. Do you ever if you're a parent, do you ever turn it off when you're working with your children? No, you don't. You're always available to them. You're always working 24/7 for them, even when they sleep. You sleep a little lightly so you can make sure that they are taken care of, that their needs are met if they cry in the night, etc. And it's the same for business. You don't get days off, even when you're on break, even when you say you're on vacation. It's really a staycation. Even if you go overseas or to a different state or a Disney World like we like to go, you're still you're still on the clock in a sense, because if something goes wrong, you have to stop everything you're doing to get completely entrenched in your business. So yeah, no days off for sure. Oh man, Sinfinity, good morning, sir. How are you, sir? So glad to have you here. Hey, again, guys, let me say I'm monetized. So this is kind of the inaugural broadcast of me being monetized. So you can click that button and give a super sticker, give a super chat. Man, that would be wonderful if you guys could. Also, let me post the Cash App. Forgot to do that. Forgot to post that Cash App. Get the banners. Where's my Cash App banner? And let me tell you guys, none of this. Here it is. So there's my Cash App and my website in the banner here at the very bottom. Let me just tell you guys something. None of this would have been possible without Uncle Tom, Kai, both of them especially. None of this would have been possible without Black Thoughts and without LA, man. That's family right there. Whatever they need, I'm always there for whatever they need. And I know that they are for me as well. They have freely given of themselves to help me out in many capacities, even though we talk crap about each other in each other's spaces, but that's just foolish banter. We're just having fun. But without them, none of this would have been possible. Not even a little bit. So thank you, Uncle Tom and Kai. Thank you, Black Thoughts. Thank you, LA, for always being there for me, man. Even when I'm MIA in some cases right now because of my 15 billion children and counting. Speaking of and counting, my wife is due any day, man. She could pop any day. They say May 13th is when they project, but historically, my wife doesn't hold a child in for beyond 37 weeks. So she's 37 weeks now, and she's ready to pop. So I'm just on the clock now. I'm on the clock. But again, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here and just continuing to be here for me. It's a great time. I'm enjoying myself. But anyway, back to what I was saying about work and owning a company. It's hard work, man, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Owning a company has been a dream of mine and something I've worked toward since, man, I was maybe 6 or 7. When my brothers and I would set up a rock stand. Now, do you? Sinfinity, this will be my 5th child. I'm already talking about my child like she's here, but this will be my 5th child. Absolutely. What was I saying? Oh, we would set up a rock stand in front of our home. So for those of you guys who don't know what a rock stand is, it is a 6, 7, and 8-year-old. Oh man, Gary. Another one, boy, you crazy for the diaper. Gary, thank you for the $55 super chat. Thank you. That will go toward diapers. You better know. Look, let me just tell you guys something. When people hold baby showers and they send you all this other nonsense like clothing, shoes, bassinets, stuff like that. I mean, that's cool and all, and it's all needed. But the majority of what a parent needs is onesies. Okay, onesies from 6 months on up to 12 months. Onesies, because these children soil them, and as soon as they soil them, you can't wash out the stains, and they grow out of them like that. Before you know it, they're out of the onesie. If they were 2 months, they're in a 6 month inside of a week. It's insane. So onesies, and then more important than that, diapers of all shapes and sizes. Never zeros. Always start with twos, and then go on up to 1 year. So 2s to 12 months and they'll be in those 12 months inside of 6 months. Okay, I'm telling you from experiences. This is my 5th child. I know all about it. I've had 4 girls already. I'm sorry, 3 girls already, 1 boy. And so I know it from every spectrum, every side of the spectrum. I know it. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. I know some people may not believe me, but these children grow like weeds that got rained on the day before. It's insane. So diapers and onesies are what parents need, period. That's what they need. But back to my story. Thanks, Gary, for the $55 super chat. Back to my story about rock stands. So a rock stand is something that a 6, 5, and 4-year-old come up with when they want to make money for video games. We took our red flyer wagon that we had for years, and we and from there we would go around the neighborhood and find shiny rocks, just something that looked glittery and shiny to us. And then we would place them on the red flyer wagon in front of our gate, in front of our front yard, and sit there and made a crude sign. The one or two of us who could write and draw would put it there on the crude sign. And then from there, we would begin selling our rocks. That's a rock stand. And I'm telling you, there was something in the air, because we knew that that's what we wanted to do. We knew that we wanted to be entrepreneurial, and we wanted to own businesses, and we wanted to sell. And so can you imagine a 4, 5, and 6-year-old, because this is me and my younger brothers, we're all a year apart, standing in front of your yard, our parents watching from the window, selling doggone rocks to passersby. And, believe it or not, we were selling them for like 50 cents, $1 for the really shiny ones. I'm telling you, we actually made sales, and that's amazing. Now, look, I'm not saying that people weren't giving us charity in the sense that, oh, here's some children who are actually trying to make an honest day's wage, and they're younger than the working age. It's still something that we were willing to do. And they agree with that, and they admired that. That's why they gave to us. Did they really need a shiny rock? Well, then I'll ask you this question. Do you really need that new pair of Nikes? Do you really need a new video game? Do you really need that new TV? Do you really need a new phone? Does your current phone work fine? We live in a world of wants, not needs. Current, unfortunately, better or worse. So they wanted to give, and we were willing to provide a service for it. And we did. And it happened. Our service happened to be just glittery rocks. Now, the reality does not elude me. I know that they probably cast that rock aside after they left our presence, or they completely forgot. They stuck it in their pocket. And when they went to wash their clothes, they said, where did I get this rock from? And then they tossed it, or they may have placed it on a mantelpiece somewhere and forgot about it, or put it on their kitchen table or counter, forgot about it, etc. But that wasn't the point. What you do with my product after I've given it to you is completely up to you. It's yours now. But the fact that 4 and 5 and 6-year-olds were willing to get up, go work, provide a service for people was amazing. And so that's just my brief tale, a small portion of my life that has led up to me owning Loudmouth Flavors. Of course, this one isn't just rocks on a table. This one requires just a tad bit more work. And I'm enjoying the journey, guys. I'm enjoying the journey like you've never, ever seen. Man. But beyond that, so I've also been playing in tournaments with my son. I coach a 10U AAA baseball team, 10U AAA baseball team, and we do tournaments. So we're a tournament team, and we play league as well to keep ourselves sharp. Hey, man, I'll tell you, it hasn't been easy because I have all the talent in the world. All the boys have talent, have fast guys, have strong guys, have accurate guys, guys who can see the field. And can you imagine having to coach 10 to 11 10-year-olds? It's harder than leading troops, and I've led troops. It's harder than leading adults. In some ways, adults their egos can get in the way. It's insane. But in some ways, it's harder than leading adults because you can't hold them responsible. You have to hold parents responsible. You can hold children responsible to a degree, but parents are the ones you have to really talk to because they're the ones who are going to remember it all. But with these young men, these young boys, I'm always sure to let them know they have a burden of responsibility as well, because they're 10 years old now, but they'll blink and they'll be 20. So they have to make sure that they're paying attention when I am coaching them and remember that they're playing the game, not me. I always let them know, and I've said this since I started coaching years ago, 10 years ago. Oh, longer than that, but since I started coaching. Coach doesn't have any more eligibility. Okay? I can't play the game anymore. As much as I'd like to, I'd sew up second and shortstop, but I can't because I'm an adult, and that would be wrong to play in a 10U league. But beyond that, it's been difficult because while we've had several wins, we've had more losses than wins. And I'm not one to put blame on those I lead. When you fall short, it's the leader's fault, period. Point blank. It's how I was taught, how I came up with my leaders. If there's a shortcoming in your group, it's the leader's fault. So I'm the leader, it's my fault. Now, what does that mean? There's a nuance to it. It means that what I'm teaching, what I'm preaching to my children is not hitting home. They're not realizing their power. They're not realizing that the other team is human as well. And just because they make a run on you, just because they catch a sack fly, just because, they strike you out, that doesn't mean that they are not vulnerable as well. And it doesn't mean that they're invincible. Sometimes they lose, they get disheartened because they don't think that they're maybe worthy. Maybe they don't think that they have the capability. I've seen these boys pull balls down out of the air. I've seen boys place themselves between 80-mile-an-hour fastballs coming off of a bat. It's amazing. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see young men who are willing to put themselves in harm's way to play a game, especially at this age. And also some of them who have the acumen for the game and are realizing they can play this at a higher level. And then you'll see their baseball IQ come alive. It's the most amazing thing. So yesterday I had a tournament, and we went into this tournament, of course, encouraged to play. And we didn't know if we were going to win or not. And the first game, We blew this team out of the water 16-1. So, of course, there's a run rule. 15 runs. If you're up 15 runs, they end the game. And we ended up getting that run rule. That was the first or second time getting run ruled in our favor, and that was beautiful. Next game, we ended up losing 2-1. 2-1. I mean, we just were trading with these guys. But it was a game of attrition. We ended up getting some errors. They capitalized on the errors, got 2 runs in on us. But we still seeded high. We still seeded for first because of our first game. Our first game, we blew that other team out of the water 16-1. So we only had all day. We only had 3 runs on us, 3 runs. So today, weather permitting, we get to play for first place, and that's a beautiful thing, man. I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine how it feels, but I'm so glad that these boys get an opportunity to get that feeling. That's amazing. And then hopefully this is a booster to their ego, and we get to play again next week on Thursday, and it just goes until May. So thank God for it. I thank God for it. Oh, man, let's see who's up in the chats. Infinity's going crazy in here. Checks Cash David, what's up, my brother? So glad. Hey, guys, I see you guys trickling in slowly, and that's just fine. Thank you. Just make sure you're giving to the Cash App. Make sure you're giving to my newly minted and pristine super chat button and super stickers. I'd appreciate any little bit you could give. Checks Cash, you owe me a super chat or a Cash App, man. I haven't seen one from you yet, and you're supposed to be my ride or die, man. It's Infinity. I'd appreciate it as well. Man, guys, thank you guys for being here, man, and just listening to me go on. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does. So let me move on to my next topic. Man, Chicago is a cesspool. Chicago is a cesspool. I can't say that enough, guys. Look at what they've done to the place. I grew up there in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And I remember it being bad, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's a big city. Big cities have a lot more crime because people are congested. And, it's kind of like a microcosm of a country. Things get amplified when you put them under a microscope, Things are amplified for sure. And when you put them under, not a microscope, a microscope, but when you put them in front of a looking glass, you can see a lot more happening in a smaller amount of space. But even back then was nothing compared to today. Today, in today's day and age, man, these bastards just don't care. They just don't care, man. Here we are. There's a news report recently of checks cashed. Checks cashed. Thank you, sir, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me, sir. Thank you very much for giving of yourself like that. You didn't have to do it, and you did it. Thank you. I'll leave that up for a little while. So the particular story I wanted to talk about was one that happened last week. A woman was driving her vehicle down, what street was that? It's Garfield and Quaid, I think. I know the area, but it's northwest side. And as she was entering the intersection in her truck, a group of teenagers, 2 they've already identified, one being 17, one being 14, who had committed grand theft auto, sped through the intersection at a high rate of speed. Look, the video is terrible. The video is terrible. If you look it up and you see the video, it's horrible. It's no wonder. It's a wonder how anybody survived. How anyone survived that crash. It's amazing. But beyond that, they, of course, T-boned them, impacted the car. They had to be going about 100 miles an hour, at least, because they ran the red light, T-boned the car, the truck flipped, it went everywhere. Now, this is a big old F-150 against a little small, what looked to be Prius or some sort of Toyota. Went right through it. Car flipped. Everybody in the vehicle was injured, especially the 6-month-old. The 6-month-old, while being in the car seat, fractured its skull. A neighbor whose Ring camera recorded the whole thing got out of his home, got out of his house, and went and did CPR to the 6-month-old until paramedics came. And then when the paramedics came, they, of course, rushed the baby. They rendered aid, rushed the baby to the hospital. The baby suffered for 3 days and then died because of brain bleeds. His brain was swelling because of his fractured skull. And do you guys know what this racist, sexist, disgusting district attorney, Cook County district attorney, charged these two little bastards with? The ones who committed grand theft auto, felony murder, reckless endangerment, and vehicular homicide. Do you know what she charged them with? She charged them with criminal trespassing because they shouldn't have been in the car. So no felonies, just criminal trespassing. These people killed a 6-month-old. With a stolen vehicle. Both felonies. Both felonious offenses. And this Kim Fox charged them with criminal trespassing, saying that they're under the age of 18 and they deserve a second chance. Where is that 6 month? These boys ruined this family's life. They ruined their lives. Not only the mother, who's still in the hospital, and his sisters who are still in the hospital, but it's had far-reaching ramifications to cousins, brothers, uncles, fathers, grandfathers. This boy didn't get a chance to live his life. Where's his second chance? 6 months. Probably just discovering flavors. And now he's dead. Nothing they can do will ever bring this boy back. But these little deviants deserve the chair for what they've done. But beyond that, Kim Fox. But you get what you vote for. And that's the interesting thing. Recently in the Black Mayors Convention, I think that's the name of it, some nonsense like that. All of the Black mayors who happen to be the mayors of all the major cities in America right now. Good morning, Mayo Monkey. Good morning, sir. Oh, did you see my new shiny super chat button? Why don't you go ahead and click that and support the channel? But beyond that, that's the interesting part. There have been a million instances where these mayors, these black, stupid mayors, could have done the right thing and advocated for jail time and advocated for police officers to do their job. But instead, they didn't advocate for that. They advocated for the criminals. Hey, criminals, this is a bastion for you. You can do whatever you want. My city is open to you. And then while the tax-paying citizens complain about it, we'll just say, it's not too bad. You guys are blowing this out of proportion. Here are the numbers. Boom. They'll say, here are the numbers this, and the numbers that. And even though the numbers go against everything they say, they'll just flip it like they do. They spin. And then they rope-a-dope you, and well, not me, but they rope-a-dope the white liberals in the city to continue to vote for them. It's insane. But anyway, they complained. Talking about these DAs won't prosecute. Talking about judges won't sentence. But they're the problem. They're the ones who inculcated this. It's amazing, man. The cognitive dissonance, guys. The cognitive dissonance is palpable. So back to the story. The baby is dead. The parents are devastated. The mother is in the hospital. His sisters are in the hospital. Thank God all three of them survived because they all were in the truck. And those boys get to walk away unscathed. Oh, by the way, they didn't stay on the scene. Why would they? And there were more of them in the car, by the way. It's about 4 of them in the car. But those are the 2 that they could identify. A 17 and 14-year-old. And they were black, by the way. They weren't white or Hispanic, whatever that means, or Chinese or Indian or anything. Polish, Italian, German, Scottish, Irish. They were black. And I'm not surprised. It's just so sad. It's so sad to see. It's so sad that these people haven't gotten the memo. They haven't gotten the memo. They haven't realized. They haven't gotten the memo. Get out while you still have your lives. Get out of there. Did you know that Chicago right now has fewer people in populace than they did in 1950? Right now, because people are exodus. It's an exodus. 500,000 people that they know of have left Chicago. Mayo Monkey with a $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for always hanging in here with me. Always, man, always rocking with me and the brothers here on the porch sessions and on our respective channels. Thank you, sir. That means the world. Even though you're a CIA agent, we know. I won't tell anybody. Yeah, but you get what you vote for. Look, they voted for Brandon Johnson. Now, even more progressive, liberal, disgusting mayor who says it's not the children's fault that they rioted and looted in Chicago and beat and maimed people and stole and strong-armed robbed people on that night of lust in Chicago about a week ago. No, it's not their fault. It's the corporation's fault for not giving enough money, for not paying their fair share. So in light of that, I'm going to raise taxes to $150 billion. Full stop for the city of Chicago. Well, how do I plan on doing that, you might ask? Well, I plan on taxing the corporations. Oh, you mean the corporations who are leaving the city of Chicago? Boeing, PepsiCo, Tyson Chicken. Who else? McDonald's, whose corporate offices are downtown, but are most likely not going to be downtown in the next month or so because of all the damages being had against the people who work there and their building that they rent or own. Yeah. And I'm not even talking about only the city of Chicago. I'm talking about the surrounding cities: Naperville, Oak Park, Forest Park, Bellwood, what you call it, Schaumburg, Rosemont, Gurnee, Waukegan, Kankakee, all these different places. They all are feeling the pain that Chicagoland area has wrought. And yes, Mayo, money is not going to solve the issue at all, especially since that $850 billion is going to come out of the pockets of the taxpayers, the populace, in one shape, form, or another. That bag of chips you bastards like to eat that are already fleecing you because they've already raised the prices. They're already $2 for what was it? How many ounces? The bigger bag of chips, I can't remember the ounce count, but now that's going to be $3.50 guaranteed, and you'll pay it. You want to know why you'll pay it? Because you're addicted. You're addicted to the salt and the sugar. They made sure of that. So you'll pay it, and you'll live in the city, and you'll complain. You'll complain about the taxes being risen. And once they're risen, and once they change prices, they're never going to go down because they'll lower the taxes, but will the companies lower their prices? Absolutely not. They've been given the opportunity to do it. They love this. Please increase my taxes, because when I get a more moderate politician in who decides to lower my tax burden, then I get to keep the same prices, the ones I've inflated. So those chips that you are like, oh, well, the price of those chips should go down that you love so much. No. If anything, they'll go up or remain the same. So now you're paying $3.50 for the big bag of chips you like to eat. And then while they get the tax breaks. Yeah, it's a lose-lose for you. But such is life. You make a decision, you got to live with it. Just cash. I literally eat one big sandwich. Ruckus. Man, brother. Hey, did you see? It's good to see you, brother. Did you see my new shiny super chat button? Go ahead and hit it, bro. Go ahead and hit it. Trying to get to this $100 so I can, get out of the rat race, bro. I can be like you. I can be rich. Yeah. That's what's going on, man. City of Chicago sucks. And I'm so glad I don't live there. But not only the city of Chicago, but all these big cities. But see, therein lies the rub. The majority of the people who caused all these issues don't want to live there either. So where are they going? More rural areas. They're going to the Tennessees. They're going to the Floridas. They're going to the Arizonas. They're going to the New Mexicos and the Texases. And even the Midwestern rural areas, the Nebraskas, the South Dakotas, North Dakotas, the Idahos, the Iowas, where there's more wide open range and space. And these companies are there to capitalize on it. They're going to build. If you build it, they'll come. Well, if you come, they'll build it. And that's what's going on. So just enjoy your patch of land if you have it for now, because the city's coming, guys. It's on your heels, on that ass. It's going to be on you real soon. I'm over here trying to get out as well. I'm not even in the city. I'm in a rural area. It was rural. I moved here from El Paso in 2016. Oh man, it's been 7, 8 years since I moved here, and I've seen it go from cows and pastures to superstores and Home Depots in a matter of 5, and there's more coming. And then 1 lane and 2 lane roads are congested beyond all reprieve. Can't get beyond. It takes 30 minutes to get from my home now. It was something that took 2 to get to the major thoroughfare. It takes about 30 minutes during the peak hours of the day. So if you go somewhere, you got to leave your house 6 a.m., 7 a.m. to get out of the area, to get around, out of the Serpentine road in a timely fashion, or take the back roads, which I do, but now everybody's on the back roads, which are filled with potholes, so it's hard on your vehicle anyway. But I have a truck, but a truck can only take so much as well. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'm reading something. Man, I'm just talking to my parents right now, trying to get them, because we have a rain warning right now outside. Yeah, so hey guys, hit that super chat button. Hit the Cash App. I'd appreciate it. Man, this is just amazing. It's amazing that we are where we are today. It's amazing that I'm where I'm at now, even though there's chaos around us. And I'm of the mindset of Gary as well. Gary always says, and I'm talking about you, Gary Grant, my brother. He always says it's gonna be fine. This happens all the time. Gary's lived a lot of life. He's older than me, at least by 20 years. He always says it's gonna be fine. This happens all the time. And he's right. It does happen all the time. And in some cases, we will experience some calms. That doesn't elude me. That portion doesn't elude me, but I'll say it also rings true that we're getting worse and worse. Policies coming down the pipeline are not in favor of the American citizen who's patriotic and who wants to defend his home and his property. It can be daunting at times, guys. Definitely so. The way things can happen. But what else is there? Okay, guys, there's a lot more. It's a lot more. There's a lot going on in these YouTube streets. There's a lot going on in the world at large. Russia's dropping bombs on themselves. And I was watching that, and I want people to know it's really hard. It's really hard to be up in the sky and to know where you are. If you don't have your radars on, if you don't know, if you don't have a general idea of where you are, if you can't read a map, you're going to be lost in the sauce. Okay? You're not going to have any idea of your bearings, and you can make mistakes like that. 40 miles, a 40-mile swath might seem great to you on the ground because you're walking it, running it, biking it, driving it. But when you're in the sky, 40 miles is, especially going at a high rate of speed, going 300 miles per hour, 40 miles, you can make that distance. Mayo, give me some times here, because you're an aviator and you know something about aviation. 40 miles in something going 300 miles an hour is minutes, I think. Not seconds, but definitely minutes. Maybe inside of 10 minutes. So then you have incompetent people up in the sky. Look, guys, I know everybody likes to think that Russia is competent, but they are so incompetent. I was looking over a battle that they had against America recently. You know, some Russian immigrants. So there you go, Mayo. 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes it takes. So imagine 40-mile swath. You're in the sky going 300 miles an hour in a plane, especially one of those bombers, and you drop a bomb in a 7.5 minute swath. Then you have to think about winds, picking up the bomb, etc. And if you're not competent, if you're not a competent aviator, then that you're going to destroy. It's easy for you to lose your target. It happened to Americans during World War II, especially, and during Vietnam, during the Iraq War, during Desert Storm, them dropping bombs on the wrong target. Happens all the time. But it's even harder here because all you see is urban area between the two. They share a border, Russia and Ukraine. They're pretty much the same area. Yeah, they dropped 2 bombs. And like you said, I heard you say, you know, they weren't point target bombs. Otherwise, it's kind of like the nukes. The nukes exploded overhead to have maximum devastation. I forgot how high up the nukes were when they exploded, like a mile, less than a mile up. They don't just fall and hit the ground and explode. Those are like blockbusters where you're trying to get into a doggone bunker, bore into a bunker, and then explode. This wasn't point target. Like Mayo said yesterday, the doggone block would be gone. So thank God they were incompetent. But I was watching a skirmish between America and the a Russian detachment. They were mercenaries, but they were Russians. And they were going to go try and take a Saudi oil base and that America was holding during 2014, 2015. They didn't know Americans were holding it. It was American Special Forces holding it. So what does that mean when I say American Special Forces holding it? I mean a detachment, like a battalion of Special Forces, and that's all their air superiority and everything, and artillery superiority. So the Russians had maybe a detachment of 400 coming, of 400 mercenaries coming, armed with rifles and, gun trucks, antiquated gear. And the Americans called a listening station that they knew was there. They called the Russian listening. They say, hey, is that you guys coming to attack that Saudi base? Giving them an opportunity. They said, oh, no, we don't know what you're talking about. He said, okay, whoever it is, they're about to experience the full might and force of the American artillery and American arms, American fighting force. And then before they knew it, a freaking drone who had been watching them for days dropped a bomb on their biggest gunship. Boom! Blew them up. They were like, what's going on? Took out like 50 guys right there. Then they just started dropping bombs on them. The bombers started dropping bombs on them that America had in the sky. The doggone F-16 or F-15, the new ones came out of nowhere, started blowing them up. The C-130 gunships. And if you guys have never seen a C-130 damn gunship, you don't want to be on the receiving end of a C-130 gunship, man. They are armed to the freaking teeth. Okay, they're up in the sky like Overwatch, pretty much, circling, laying down fire, artillery rounds, 30 cal rounds, everything. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. America in the first minutes of that skirmish killed 200 or 300. You're right, Mayo. We killed 200 or 300 guys, and the rest of them fled. And then the ones who went into buildings, we blew up the buildings. It was ridiculous. And when the buildings are high, we blew up the building. It's insane. And that's what I'm trying to tell people when people say America's in trouble. You guys don't know American artillery and firepower. You guys, there's a reason why we have we're on record to having the best Navy and the best Air Force. You don't know half of what we got. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. And I don't care about Chinese navies, and I don't care about Russian navies. They are an echo in comparison to American superiority. It's ridiculous. Okay? So when people tell me, "Oh, well, I don't like the military industrial complex," I'm like, "Well, you should like it. It's what's keeping you safe, idiot, fool. You pay for what keeps you safe." Okay? Now you can argue the finer points of where they spend the money. Okay? But if it's on technology, trying to make our technological prowess second to none, then I'm all for it. To protect your stupid way of lives, to protect your First Amendment, your Second Amendment, to protect your freedom of speech, to protect your Fifth Amendment, your Fourth Amendment, to protect all the paperwork that we live by. Okay? If you want to protect that, then you will be for the military industrial complex as well. Okay? You just will. Oh, Cal, what's up, bro? Saw that knockout. We all knew Tank was going to win. First of all, we all knew Tank was going to win. I just knew he wasn't going to win in the fourth round because they wanted to pull it out. I mean, I'm sorry, they wanted to drag it out, of course. So that's the way it is. Man, Cal, did you see? I got my shiny new Cash App button. Not Cash App. Goodness, why am I losing my train of thought? Because I haven't had it ever. I got my shiny new. Yeah, it is scary. My shiny new super chat button. So, man, you guys, again, feel free to give to the super chat. I'd appreciate it. And give to the Cash App. You see, I'm trying to get to $100 today so that I can be fully monetized and they can start releasing funds to me. That would be amazing if you could help a brother out and do that. But yeah, firepower, superiority is what we have. That's our claim to fame. And you should never want to see America diminish that. Because then that means it's the end of America and you should be looking at moving to Bali or the Philippines. I mean, in all truth. And America is what keeps those places safe as well. So I'm about to drop this link. It's been an hour I've been talking. I'm going to drop this link for you guys. And I want you to come up. If you got anything to say, if you want to talk about anything, I'd appreciate it. And we're going to keep this thing going. While that's posting, let me finish talking to these parents. Yeah, me too. I have no idea why we didn't seed higher. Especially since we only had 3 runs on us all day. Angry face. All right. Hey guys, so the link is up. Come on in. Come on and hit the link. Come on up. Yes, Cal, I knew you're coming up. Mayo, come up. Anybody can come up and talk on this, my inaugural day of super chatting. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Cal, what's up, bro?
Hey, Hanson, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, look, you saw Tank. Look,
Bro, he took the knee. It's not Black Lives Matter. What are you taking a knee for?
Look,
Bruh.
I saw it happen as soon as he hit that kidney, man.
Bro, he didn't want to get up.
Yeah.
He took the knee. See, taking a knee never ends well. We've learned that.
Nope, never ends well. Look, that link I was watching, it was working.
Yeah, it kept going out.
Yeah, it kept going in and out, in and out. I kept having to jump in, jump out. It's crazy. That's the server for you. But
yeah, well, you know, it's not.
I mean, it's okay. No, that's fine, man. I just kept flipping it back and I wasn't complaining about it. It was cool. I just was trying to see. At first, it wasn't working when I was jumping in and out. I was trying to see if it was working for you.
Yeah. I just kept refreshing. I watched it live.
Hey, yo. What's up, brother?
How you doing, Mayor?
Man, but yeah, I knew I wasn't about to pay for that fight, firstly. And secondly, I knew that Tank was going to win. Dub Will had him winning in the fourth. I said, nah. I knew.
Sorry, no, forgive me. I said round 7 knockout, and it was a round 7 TKO.
Yeah,
so kind of right.
Well, that's right.
On the stream.
But look, you don't have to say TKO. Now, had you said round 7 TKO and it ended up being a round 7 knockout, then you wouldn't have gotten paid. Should you have bet on this, right? Say you bet on this, but if you said round 7 knockout and it ended up being a technical knockout, that's still a knockout, you would still be getting paid.
Oh yeah. In terms of the betting, but I know it's not like because they do TKO/KO, don't they?
Yeah.
But as I said, my friend, until next week, I'm a broke boy. Bear with me. I'm trying to. You know what day it is, right?
Man, listen, Cal, it's all good, man. This is. I'm just trying to let everybody know that I forgot honestly that I had my monetization a couple days ago. So when I opened up the stream, I'm like, wow, it says I'm monetized. I forgot.
I'm very happy for you, sir, because you're one of the greats. You're one of the kindest, so you deserve that.
Well, thank you.
I'm being honest.
Sir.
But you know what day it is, right? Before we continue. St. George's Day. England's Day. St. George's Day.
Hey, well, I don't live in England, sir. I live in America.
Yeah. Come on, man.
What is St. George? What is St. George's Day for all the plebeians in the back? What does that mean?
It means you are celebrating St. George. Who, you know what? There's a funny story. I'll get because St. George technically isn't even British, but he's the English flag. So behind me is St. George's flag. The flag of England is St. George's flag. And so we celebrate his life. The far left people call us racist. We're not allowed to fly this. Union Jack and St. George is racist. Forgive me, Blacks. I'm sorry if you're oppressed by this flag.
I'm completely oppressed, sir. Completely oppressed.
Maybe I'll send you some reparations one day. The buttons there now. For anyone who wants to send reparations, send them in the chat. Do that. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? You're getting kind of saucy on that stream last night, man.
In what sense?
Yeah, it was
saucy.
Yeah, on what's her name's stream, Mel's.
Oh no, bruv. I'll tell you what. Mr. Intuition threatened to come kill me. Says he's gonna kill me. Yeah,
who's gonna kill you?
Mr. Sleuth Intuition. He threatened to kill me off stream. When the stream ended, I spoke to him for a bit. Because I don't know, he has a lot of issues with me. He was very drunk, so I spoke to him like he was a drunk. If you speak to me like a drunk, I'll treat you like a drunk. I've been there, I've done that. And I'll tell you what, because he was like, I said wrestling's fake, and he didn't like that. Because WWE is fake, let's be fair. But he didn't like that, bless him. So I said, look, we can either be civil or I box you when I'm in the States. And he didn't want to box, he didn't want to be civil, but he's going to come to Florida and kill me. So we'll see what happens.
Who is that?
Yeah, that was just.
This is A 42-year-old man, a
I don't even know who
42-year-old
this is.
YouTuber. Yes, you're not missing much, my friend. But yeah, I'll tell you, it's quite the chat. Mayo, it was funny as hell. The whole time I'm there, straight faced and smiling. Look at the anger in your eyes, man. I'm just there like, anger. But that stream's taken down now to save face. But thank you, Mayo. I appreciate that.
I figured you were just feeling a little saucy after watching the boxing match.
Yeah, bro. I see. I predict a win. I predict the round, and now I'm Tyson. You know what, Mayo? I actually tried Tyson Fury's energy drink today. Furosity.
How was it?
Dude, this is honestly the best drink I've had. I had the blue one, the black and blue raspberry. Furosity by Tyson Fury. It's only £1 as well, which in like the UK economy right now, £1 drinks are non-existent. So I saw this, I'm like, come on, I got to try this. And he also has some
Curiosity.
Furosity, yeah, Furosity, because it's Tyson Fury. And he has caffeine energy gum as well.
That's gum.
This is energy gum, peppermint, and then this is black and blue raspberry energy drink. And it doesn't taste like Red Bull. It's not like poison. It tastes so nice, man. I'll tell you.
Well, be careful with all them stimulants, sir.
Yeah, I watch a boxing match. I need to get stimulated. I'll be crushing up the gum and doing you know what with it later on. Joking.
Like who didn't know that? Who didn't know that Tank was going to KO doggone what's his name? Ryan.
Well, my friend thought Ryan would win on decision. And I'm like, bro, he's too skinny, too lanky.
First of all, he's not as fast as people thought. We just saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, he can't take a hit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he couldn't take a hit, and he doesn't use his reach.
Thank you. Did you see he was trading with the guy? How are you gonna go with a guy whose claim to fame is power? How are you gonna trade with him? And you have a height advantage and a reach advantage on it. I would never. I'd never
it's like
trade
a 3.5 inch reach advantage. It's not
how many?
small.
A 3.5 inch?
I think so.
Well, guess what?
Which is huge in boxing.
Guess what this means? Tank wasn't as dumb as everybody thought.
It's not dumb. He's smart.
But I'm just saying, everybody thought he was dumb in comparison to Ryan. You know what I mean? They look at Ryan and they think, oh, IQ, boxing IQ. They look at Tank and they just think power. No, Tank obviously has a boxing IQ, hence the reason why he's winning a lot. And I'm like I said, I'm no fan of his. Like, oh man, I love Tank, but I'm just recognizing the two. I'm recognizing the difference between the two. So Tank obviously has a boxing IQ, and he obviously made Ryan. He goaded him into fighting his fight, and he did, and he won. Period.
Yeah. I only had him losing one round. I literally scored it 6 rounds, 1 to Tank. 5 rounds, 1. But obviously the KO doesn't count as like scoring because KO, that's it. Boom. But I think he only lost round 6, and then in round 7 he got the KO.
Yep. So he only lost 1 round, so he was winning by decision.
Yeah.
How many rounds were they slated to have?
12.
Oh man. Ryan wasn't coming back. Ryan wasn't about to get a second wind.
No.
So he would have won by decision too. I mean, come on. So he beat his ass like they said they were going to do. And there we are. It's hilarious, man. Hilarious. But anyway, you guys heard that story. What do you guys think about that story I told about the mom?
I joined late. All
right, so I told a story about a mother who was driving her F-150 through the city of Chicago and entered an intersection, and 2 joyriding bastard nigglets driving at a high rate of speed in a stolen car T-boned her, flipped the F-150. Okay, this was the car had to have been, I don't know, a Prius or a Toyota of some kind. Flipped that F-150, injured everybody inside, killed the 6-month-old who was inside. Took the 6-month-old 3 days to die. 3 days. 3 days to die. And because of a fractured skull. And it wasn't like the baby wasn't fastened in. It was in his car seat. That's the reason why his head, he wasn't decapitated, but fractured the baby's skull. And now, I mean, it took 3 days for him to die because of a swollen brain and brain bleed.
Fucks. Sorry, forgive my language. God damn.
No, I mean, it's okay. I mean, that's what I said when I heard it. It's terrible.
Nice. Yeah. Did they get any charges? Murder?
Oh, that's the rub, sir. Our infamous Cook County District Attorney charged these two bastards.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. With criminal trespassing.
What they trespass? The vehicle?
The vehicle.
But not manslaughter at the very least.
Not manslaughter, not vehicular homicide, not Grand Theft Auto. None of those. All of those are felonies. She gave them misdemeanors, which carry a maximum jail, criminal trespassing, maximum of like a year in jail.
Which and then they're just going to get community service and maybe a fine.
Yeah, and then guess what? They get to expunge that off their record. I'm sorry. It doesn't go on their permanent record.
How old are these kids?
17, 14, and then there were two others in the vehicle too that they haven't released or can't find.
So no theft, no driving without a license, no manslaughter. Where's the justice? Nowhere.
So they've ruined the children's life. I mean, they've ruined the parents' lives. They've ruined the family's lives. They've killed this baby, and they get to be off scot-free.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's Chicago for you. But you get what you vote for. The Brandon Johnson is going to be 10 times worth. And you know the irony of all this is, good old Beetlejuice herself was recently at Black Mayor's Convention. I didn't even know that was a thing. And the mayor of New York, the mayor of Boston, the mayor of I think New Jersey, I think all of them are black mayors. And herself and a whole bunch of other black mayors of the major cities were there on a panel. And guess what they were talking about? Crime and the erosion of their city. Now, isn't that about
they blamed it on the DAs.
Yeah, and they blamed it on the DAs.
And they try to blame it on the police chiefs that they appointed.
Yep. They tried to
blame accountability.
They tried to blame it on the DAs, who it is the DA's fault. But they won't. But they also tried to abscond from blame. They tried to say, "Oh yeah, we're not to blame because this, that, and the third." But they also blame their police chiefs. They blamed the judges, the courts, talking about their experiences and how when they were law enforcement and lawyers, etc. They know all about this, and you can't run a city without having good prosecutors and people who are willing to prosecute, etc. Said, but they started this. They advocated for this. They advocated for these cities to be bastions of hope for criminals.
Well, it's like that one guy in Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
The young guy. He's now suffering from all the policies he pushed as a city councilman. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, man.
What do you think about Rob Kennedy Jr. running for president as a Democrat? I listened to his speech, and I'll tell you what, he sounds way better than Biden.
Never trust a Massachusetts Kennedy.
Really?
Ever.
He says the right things. His voice is bugged. I don't know what's going on with his voice.
Oh, yeah, he says all the right things. And if you don't believe in climate change, he wants to put you in jail.
Yep.
I have that.
Oh, what?
I have that recorded, yeah.
But everyone's labeling him as an anti-vaxxer. Everyone thought he was really far right.
Who are you talking about?
Rob F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh, yeah.
He's running for president now.
Yeah.
As a Democrat.
I know he is, and he's not going to win. But beyond that, if you don't believe in climate change, he wants to put you in jail.
He's not the second coming of JFK, that's for damn sure.
He surely is not.
I thought he
was.
Never
voted for that bastard. And climate change is not real. Let me say that, YouTube. It's not real. And We expose these so-called scientists every day concerning that. Talking about the percentage of carbon in the air currently, we haven't even risen 0.5%. So, and then you need carbon in the air for plants to grow. Are people dumb? People are stupid. People are idiots.
Even if you go back to the earliest models, if they would have started 5 years before or 5 years after the timeline they did, nothing's changed.
Nothing.
But they picked a particularly low year to set their base.
Yep. But then here's the thing: the models that they have chosen always, the numbers never extrapolate in their favor ever.
Yeah.
The book that they base it off of, I can't remember, what is it called? I was talking about this book before. It's like for the original version, it's like $700, written in the 70s. It's where all these climate change experts get all their knowledge, and they keep updating the numbers because they had originally extrapolated that by the year 2000 we'd be in a crisis. It didn't happen. Then they said 2012 didn't happen. They keep changing the numbers. The model, the data model that they keep inserting the numbers into is completely it's not credible. Go ahead, Cal.
So I was just going to say the planet's greener with more CO2 they found, but you're not allowed to say that. The planet is like 20% greener.
Create the oxygen.
Exactly.
So of course it's greener with more CO2 because they're absorbing the CO2. The people look, Cal, you can't make it up. They're stupid. People are stupid. They just regurgitate what they hear instead of doing their own research. I'm not saying you can know everything, but you can be well versed in a lot of things just by reading and paying attention.
Obama bought a $1 million mansion in Martha's Vineyard that's 300 feet away from the ocean and 5 foot above it.
But remember, the polar ice caps will put that under the water in the next 5 years. Remember?
Should have listened to Al Gore
25 years ago.
New York will be underwater 25 years ago. It's a madness that this is why South Park did the Man Bear Pig episode. Everyone knows it's silly. You watch that episode? Al Gore, Man Bear Pig. He's
real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I found out who Al Gore was through that South Park episode. I didn't know who he was before that. But that's
what he's been since he's been on the world stage, especially after his vice presidency with freaking Abe Lincoln. Not Abe Lincoln. You know what I'm talking about. Freaking what's his name?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, or as I like to affectionately call the two of them, Hillary Clinton.
That works.
Yeah. Right, hey, Gary, thanks, man. You're going to head out. Thanks for showing up for my show. My inaugural show for my me being monetized. I can't believe it. Being monetized is great, man. To see that come across the screen and to be able to provide that service to everyone here is an amazing feeling.
Now, are you getting most of your views off the shorts?
Yeah, I get a lot of my views off the shorts. Yeah. I put the shorts up, and of course it's slow going monetization with the shorts because I don't have 1 million, 10 million views on my shorts just yet. So what I see in the monetizations based on my shorts is like 8 cents, 7 cents. It's ridiculous. But that's okay. It's a slow burn. I'd rather it be a slow burn right now as I continue to learn. But yeah, it's the way it goes.
You got your cash. You have a Cash App set up, don't you?
Yep, I have a Cash App set up. I have my monetization set up now. Thank God. Good. And people can give retroactively, and they can give while live, and so that's the greatest feeling, man. And I know now.
Sorry, no, I was just agreeing with you. Forgive me.
No, it's okay. No, man, we're just talking. I know that today was a last minute thing. I just decided to go live because my tournament got postponed. It's supposed to be at 12.
You're a baseball person, right? Baseball?
Yeah, baseball. Yesterday we won a game 16-1. We lost a game 2-1. And then we should have seeded number 1 or number 2 seed. I'm looking at the brackets now. We seeded 3. And I'm like, that nobody had more runs than us yesterday. And no, because his seedings are based on runs. So
I don't know.
We only had 3 runs on us yesterday. And we dished out 17 runs. So if anything, by run count, we should be number 1 seed, at least number 2 seed. So I got to talk to the director of the damn. They just canceled my game for today. I'm going to have to talk to the director of the tournament and find out their seedings, how they are seeding, because it doesn't make sense to me. But whatever.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. What?
60-1 versus 2-1. That's a mad majority. 16-1.
Yeah, I mean, well, we run ruled them. We played. It was supposed to be 5 innings. We played 3, and we just beat that ass out of the water. Yeah.
What do you think about those rules?
What?
The run rule and all that.
Mercy. I'm all for mercy killing. You know, if they just can't come back and we are playing like if we were playing 9 innings, that's something different. 9 innings, that's a lot of baseball to come back. But if we're playing 5 innings and we have 15 runs on you already, and it's obvious you're not coming back from 15 runs on top of so say for instance if it was 3-15, the game goes on because or 1-15, the game goes on because I have to have 15 runs on top of whatever the score is. So, but if I have 15 runs on you and it's like 3 to I don't know 18 or something like that, then yeah, run rule. Like we got to stop this. That's it. That team yesterday shouldn't have been there, and it's we've been that team. We've definitely been that damn team several times this season. We got people bringing in ringers, AAA teams coming down to play where we are, majors teams coming down to play in AAA. It's insane. And these majors teams, let me tell you what a majors team is, guys. Let me see if you know the difference. So you have AA teams. That's usually local boys. You got together. They're good enough to play AA. Then you got AAA teams, more local, but some outside of the area, but they're still within like, I don't know, 30 to 40 mile, 50 mile radius. Everybody's pretty much in the same area. You can get them, everybody, your different districts, everybody's playing together. And you go out there to whoop ass. Then you got majors, okay? Now, majors teams, those are the guys you see on the Little League baseball, tournaments, Little League World Series, stuff like that, major teams. These are boys who moved from a different state specifically to go play for that team, okay? Or who live in different states and they travel a couple times a year to go play in tournaments with the other team. And maybe 2 or 3 of them live in the same state. And then the rest of them come from California, Louisiana, Boston, New York to come and play baseball in Texas for a couple tournaments. Parents spending big money to pay for these tournaments to come and play. It's insane. Now, my son's been on travel teams, and he's good enough to play them, but it's expensive, man. It's about how much money you want to pay.
Man, the kids' sports have just gotten crazy.
It's insane. It's ridiculous. I'm of the
well, they don't end. There's no off season anymore.
No, at all. I'm of the Warren Sapp school of thought. We shouldn't have to play organized sports until you're like 15 years old. He didn't start playing organized football until he was 15. All of his other football was street football, backyard football, etc. He didn't lace up his first pair of cleats until he was a sophomore or freshman in high school. And then he became a world champion. I'm saying, man, if it's in you, it's in you, man.
So is it Major League your son's in, or is it like
no? This
whatever that is?
So my son plays in a competitive league, and he also plays on a travel baseball team that I coach. I'm one of many. We're under a banner of teams. It's called the Texas Generals. So the owner lends us the name and the resources, and we manage the team.
Okay. So,
we're a ball club.
So you're the manager, yeah?
Yeah, I'm the manager of my team. And
good on you.
It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot. I'm always looking for new players, and I'm over here headhunting. I was headhunting at that tournament, man. I have my own like 3 or 4 guys I want on the team. We'll see if their parents take the bait though. But yeah.
It's not the good old days of Little League.
No, it's definitely not, Mayo. It's not. It's real hard, man. Parents are paying for the privilege to play in like a major league style sport now. You're playing major league without any of the benefits. You're paying for it. You're paying for the pleasure. Let me tell you, and I'm just to be straight up with you. The owner of my team in the spring, I just want you guys to brace yourselves. In the spring, if he has 13 teams like he has now, this man makes over $500,000.
What? Wow. Per year?
In the fall, he makes just shy of 180.
Wow, bro.
Okay, pretty much $1 million a year. We'll just round up. Pretty much $1 million a year.
Wow.
And then he's smart, so he'll set up deals with organizations to let us go practice. Endorsement deals. Yeah.
I didn't realize there was that much money in baseball, though. Like, forgive me if that's
kids baseball.
This is just kids.
That's even madder.
So imagine Major League. Imagine you playing. So imagine farm leagues, AAA, etc. How much do they make? And that's just the tip of the iceberg, man.
Over here, it's cricket. So it's like the Indians love cricket, Pakistanis love cricket.
Oh, they're out here now too, man.
Yeah, have you seen? I can't remember what his name. Is. He has he's one of the most followed people on Instagram. You've never heard of him before, but these people take cricket so seriously. He's got like 250 million Instagram followers. Yeah. And you put that in comparison, like LeBron James. You think that guy's a big guy? He's got I think 80 million.
Yeah, LeBron James is small potatoes.
Yeah, he's a twat.
When it comes to world sports like soccer and cricket, those are all world sports. And rugby.
Yeah. Oh, rugby. Wait, so you guys have rugby as well as American football?
Yeah, but rugby is not rugby. You'll never have a American team win a rugby World Cup.
Same with soccer, though. I mean, you guys tied with Mexico for soccer the other day.
Yeah, that's because we finally stopped sitting on our laurels and finally started recruiting correctly.
Bro, we lost 1-1 to you in the World Cup, and we took the knee for George Floyd, and your guys looked at us like, what are they doing? See that? The World Cup, USA versus England. Where the hell was the World Cup? I forgot already. Qatar. Everyone's making a big fuss saying, oh, it's a homophobic country. We can't do it there. But they still went anyway, and all the British footballers got their money commentating. You know how it is.
I do know how it is.
But you guys, in what?
Something's
your embassy's been taken over. Yeah, your embassy's been taken over.
Oh, again.
Yeah,
we evacuated the embassy.
Literally evacuated this one. I remember Benghazi very well.
Yeah, again. Let me see something. Let me look this up. Give me
That's
1
another
second, boys.
billion-dollar bill.
Hey, Ruckus. How you doing, sir? I hope
Rebuilt
you're
that
doing
in
all right.
6 months.
Ruckus, come on up, dude.
And I wrote down that Cook County story you told me because that's heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah, it is, man. You should put that on your true crime bloke.
Yeah, that it was my channel now, to share. Yeah.
How could she look at that family?
And do that.
Probably that
Who
was
does she
affected
think
black also.
she's saving? Because it's not those kids.
That's what they think. You
Yeah.
can't be racist. That's
Yeah.
what they think. It's their
It's
mindset,
insane.
bro.
That's Kim Fox for you.
That will actually wind up ending those kids' lives because they're going to be so emboldened from that.
Yes. It's definitely going to embolden them to continue to commit crimes.
It must be still morning for you guys. I kind of didn't realize that. I woke up real early. I'll tell you what. Guess what, Blaqs? We talk about sports. The only shoes that would fit me, Shaquille O'Neal shoes, Shaq shoes.
What size shoe do you wear?
UK 11 and a half. So US.
Oh man, that means that's UK 11 and a half. That's a American 10 and a half.
I got the St. George's Shaq shoes, red and white, and then I got some black ones. These were on sale because no one buys them because everyone has tiny feet in the UK, but none of the shoes fit me. But look at that,
That's
bro.
so funny.
Look at that. It matches my flag. It's St. George's Day, bro. Perfect. So yeah, it's Shaq. Forget Jordans. I'm about Shaq. Shaq cool. We love Shaq.
We love Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq big man. Shaq love people. Shaq give to charity.
These ads, man. I'm trying to get something without ads. I'm not trying to.
Well, you got ads on your channel. You got to show some love to the other channels with them ads. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm not on YouTube. I'm on Bing.
Bing.
Give me a second. I use Bing over Google when I'm looking for videos.
I use DuckDuckGo.
You need to do Firefox with AdBuster. What are the two Ad Blocker Ultimate?
Ad Blocker
Ultimate. And Ad Block Plus. My YouTube has no ads on it at all.
I'm gonna send you a browser, Blaqs, okay? Because it's very good for your CPU usage, and it's got a built-in ad blocker. It's called Opera GX. It's very similar to Firefox. It's a bit more simple, in my opinion.
Here's the embassy thing.
Thousands of American and U.S. Embassy personnel trapped by the fighting in Sudan. U.S. forces are in the region standing by to assist with possible evacuations. Both warring generals have agreed to a 3-day ceasefire, but their guns have not fallen silent. Here's ABC's Marcus Moore.
Tonight, a fragile ceasefire reached in Sudan after a week of intense fighting that has left at least 400 people dead. The two rival military groups saying they have agreed to a 72-hour truce to allow humanitarian aid to enter the country and to celebrate the end of Ramadan. But with in the capital of Khartoum, even after the announcement, there's growing concern over the safety of the estimated 16,000 Americans currently inside Sudan, including roughly 70 U.S. Embassy personnel sheltering in place. The main airport damaged, closed indefinitely. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin confirming today that U.S. forces have now deployed to the region to assist with possible evacuation of embassy workers.
We always want to make sure that we're doing prudent planning, which is what we're doing. We've deployed some forces into theater to ensure that we provide as many options as possible.
The State Department adding that it's been in contact with hundreds of private American citizens inside Sudan to provide support.
We have been clear-eyed about how...
Oh, you've been clear-eyed, huh? Queer-eye for the straight guy? What does prudent planning mean? We've been prudently planning?
Oh, they didn't plan for this, though, did they?
Should not travel to Sudan for months now. We have communicated to American citizens in the country about safety and security measures and precautions that they can take.
With the White House emphasized today that it is not standard procedure to evacuate Americans living abroad. So those 16,000 Americans currently in Sudan who are not embassy workers, they cannot rely on military assistance to evacuate.
Really, I really wanted to go to Sudan after that.
I've
Thank God they
never
told me not
seen
to.
another U.S. president do that.
Do what?
Not evacuate civilians if they wanted to go.
Yeah, I've never seen
Biden is the only one I've seen do that.
To not evacuate them.
Yeah,
Look at Afghanistan.
You know, it's insane.
that's what I mean.
That's insane, brother. I've never, and every time that's standard procedure. Standard procedure was to evacuate American citizens.
America last. With Biden, it's America last. You went from America first, America
And
last.
if these bastards vote a Biden and again, we're done for.
I thought Sudan was now 2 countries, South and North. Is it just Sudan?
Thought so too.
I thought South Sudan was a brand new country.
Well, again, look, you can't trust lines of demarcation in in these countries. They don't know they don't even know what they want. It's all about power, man, and power shifts. If you know anything about geopolitics, power shifts within hours, sometimes days to hours, hours to days. Assassinations being committed all the time. There's no rule. There's no rule of law. Rule of law doesn't live there. World courts don't matter. They're not afraid of them. Why would I be afraid of a world court who can't do anything to me? Because I want to be clear. Think about what a world court is. In order for you to have a world court, you have to have a consensus among all countries that you will allow that court to adjudicate rules against your sovereign nation. And you have to agree that whatever ruling they decide on, you will then carry out the punishment. A world court doesn't have a sovereign nation where they can house those they punish. It has to go to a bigger country like the Americas, like the Britons.
We're not a big country.
Huh?
We're not a big country. We're a tiny little island.
Exactly. But I'm saying big countries in the sense GDP.
Forgive me. Yeah, sorry.
You know
I think like size because America's massive.
Exactly. Gross domestic product wise.
Throw the prisoners in the desert. Put them in the desert with the Saudis. I'm sure there'll be more than kind of them.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely going to do that, right? No.
But I'll tell you what, it's bad enough with the EU. A world court would not work. The EU doesn't work. They want United States of Europe. It won't work. It's horrible. And that's why we had to leave.
You have to have countries. MFB, what's good? What's good, bro? You see my new shiny, goodness, why can't I think right now? My new
super
shiny button that you can give to. Do you see that you can give to the channel now? I'm monetized. So why don't you go ahead and give me a super chat or super chat sticker, sir? Thank you. I'd be appreciative. But that's my point. In order for the world court to have any power, these countries have to acquiesce to that power, have to acquiesce to their rule of law, and that's not happening. You can't. They're trying to make it. They're trying to force us and strong arm countries into doing it, but it's not going to happen. No. We'd have to agree that yes, we will carry out those punishments for you, and we'll house your world criminals. That's the dumbest. That's dumb.
A lot of people completely misunderstand, like the Geneva Conventions and such too. That only matters if the country you're fighting also signed it.
Yes.
Other than that, you can drop landmines and little bomblets everywhere you want.
Yep. Yep. Bird Lady, what's going on? So long. Hey, thank you for coming to my inaugural show that I am now dubbing my inaugural show.
Happy inauguration.
My monetization. I'm finally monetized, and I can finally accept super chats and super stickers. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for always doing what you do as a moderator here. Thank you so much. And yes, hit the like and share this, please, because it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Subscribers don't matter anymore. It's about shares, likes, and views. So
I
go ahead
shared
and-
this to my Discord, so 52 plus people did see it in the Discord. Hey, Mike from Boston, is that your first super chat?
Yes, that is. Let me see this. Let's see.
Big
Let's
up.
post it. Mike from Boston, congrats. But the $5 super chat says, congrats on getting monetized. I'm at church trying to hide my phone from my Hey,
Oh yeah, it's Sunday.
That's me. That's me all the time. That's me
Yeah.
all the time. I will be at church now, but we ended up the doggone lines got tied because I was supposed to be at a tournament today, and now there's no tournament. It's crazy. Thanks, Bird Lady. Yeah, congratulations are in order. I just got monetized. Bird Lady says Jesus sees you. MF. He does. It's funny. Oh, God. Thank God for this day, by the way.
He's
what was I
gifted
going
you
to say?
today. Sorry, I don't remember.
I can't remember what I was about to say either.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, my friend.
Sure. Now let me look. Who put this in the private chat? www.opera.com.
Oh, I think it's that
I see it.
browser he was talking
Oh,
about.
that's the browser. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, I
browser.
use Firefox or Foxfire because that works for me with the
Yeah,
ad
that does
blockers.
work. I haven't used Firefox in years.
That's like watching everybody pull up because I hate those pop-up ads.
Me too. Well,
Like the one on
Mhm.
World Star last night, that video game one that Tom had keep popping up, where it just
Yes.
starts screaming as
Yes.
soon as it pops up, and those drive me nuts.
They drive me nuts too, man. But with YouTube, I have premium for the family, so I use that. It's the only way that I can ensure that my children don't get bombarded with nasty things, nasty
And
commercials.
it makes YouTube unwatchable.
Yeah, I can't watch it at all.
With all the ads and pop-ups and crap.
Yeah, they'll put like 15 billion ads in your show, and you're like, how? I mean, I guess you can control how many ads you get in there. Now that I'm on the monetization side, you can control how many ads go into your show. Yeah. But man, so many ads. It's unwatchable, man. It's unwatchable to have those ads in your show so many times, and you're not gonna drive viewership that way. So yeah. Oh, you're working on the garden, Bird Lady? Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I can't wait to see all the fruits and vegetables that your garden yields. Man, I'm gonna have to either buy some from you or something because I love fresh fruits and vegetables. And it's coming off your 40 acres and a mule, so that's awesome. I need 40 acres, man. That's a lot of land, though.
I'll tell you, man. Land is going to be where it's at in the near future.
Man, I would venture to say that land has always been where it's at.
Oh yeah,
but it's definitely going to be the bartering and trading language of the future, more so now than ever. Legal
out here, like where you're at and where I'm at.
Yeah.
Mineral rights under that land is
yes.
the key too.
Yes, mineral rights under the damn land, and that these bastards own in perpetuity. When they sell you your plot of land that you pay a bank to house you, it's insane. Versus you just buying land right out and just hold it. You don't even have to do anything with it. Just hold it. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get some land, some more land. Oh, you had to do some yard work. but you better believe I kept your stream running. Oh man, I appreciate that. Checks cashed. That's very big of you, and I thank you for helping me in this pivotal time, especially such a last minute time. You know, I didn't expect to go live whatsoever now, and here I am, live talking about world and geopolitics. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, that Jonathan Majors thing. Do you guys know who Jonathan Majors is?
Oh, it doesn't sound familiar.
Hello again.
Hey, so Jonathan Majors is
Oh,
the
he's
black
sick.
guy that they picked to be King the Conqueror.
Yep.
In that Marvel movie, the Ant-Man and Wasp or whatever, and then also or Quantum Mania, whatever the heck.
Yeah, it looked
And-
silly, that one. It looked proper silly.
Yeah, I didn't watch that movie.
Neither.
And they also picked him to be the antagonist in Creed 3.
Yeah, I want to see that. Have you seen it? Is it good?
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I have it on my Fire Stick. I'm gonna watch it for free. But
oh yeah. Let me know
yeah.
how it is, because I want to watch that one.
Okay.
But I'm hearing mixed stuff. I'm hearing it's either really good or it's terrible, and I don't know which one to.
We'll
gotta watch
see.
it.
We'll see. I'm always for people getting hit in the face.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, he ended up getting canceled.
Yeah.
Because of his dealings with his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend now.
And he's found not guilty,
He called the
wasn't
police on her. He ended up getting arrested. And they said that he was because he said she was beating on him and he had the evidence. But then now it's not going away.
Yeah. The water
They are they're taking away all his endorsements. They're talking about removing him as King the Conqueror in Marvel. They're also talking about the army. The army dropped him as their spokesperson.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they spent millions on ads they're never going to run.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. So they've never run. That's why I don't know. I didn't know he was part of the army.
Well, they ran one ad, and then now there were other ads he was in, and they're not going to run them. Look, man, this cancel culture shit has just got to stop.
Yeah.
We're spending billions of dollars on things, and then they just decide to scrap it because they believe people are going to hate them. A small amount of people who are vocal, who are not the vocal majority, they're the vocal minority, get up there and say crazy stuff, and then they acquiesce. You see how many people it took to come up and hold Budweiser to task and to actually get some action done.
You want to know who got cancelled here?
Mm-hmm.
The Deputy Prime Minister got cancelled.
How?
For bullying, because he wanted people to do their job. So he's telling people, stop slacking, do your job, you work for me. And that's bullying. So Rishi Sunak, the unelected Prime Minister, who reinstated Dominic Raab as deputy, has bowed to the mob who said he's bullying people. When he's saying, do your job, do it properly. Because if you're paying someone big pounds even, big sterling, for doing a job, for the deputy prime minister of a country, and these people aren't doing their job, they're not pulling their weight. If you shout at them, apparently that's a bullying tactic, and you can be forced out of power by the person who put you there in the first place. So if the deputy prime minister is not safe, no one is.
No, there you go. So Jonathan Majors is feeling the burn. They're taking away all his monetization. They're taking him out of movies. Projects that he was in are gone. His publicist dropped him. All of his representation dropped him. Yeah, he's pretty much on the lam. You know, they're not going to take care of him anymore. And look, I saw a meme. They said we have an actual picture now for everything was all good just a week ago. Pretty much, everything was all good just a week ago. Stay away from them women, man. Stay away from them women. These crazy ass women.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
What these guys open themselves up to.
Yep. They open themselves
And
up to
imagine
all
these college athletes now that they're going to be being paid.
Yep.
They're going to be spending months a year in court fighting off this suit and that suit and this
And this,
claim and
you
that
know, they're
claim.
dating a girl in college. Now she's saying that he raped, you know, he did some things to her. And now he has to fight that and all. And I'm telling you, man, they've just opened the Pandora's box.
You're going to find colleges, in the end, you're going to find colleges sending women to opposing team players.
Yes.
To get them disqualified.
Well, they've already been doing that. But now it's going to happen carte blanche. It's going to happen. It's about to be real bad, man. Just wait. It's about to be real bad.
It's going to destroy college sports.
Well, college sports pretty much are already destroyed, because if you can stop a volleyball series, if you can stop a basketball series based upon someone saying that someone yelled out a racial slur at them with no evidence or proof. As a matter of fact, every nook and cranny of that 50,000 seat stadium is mic'd. Yeah. And they have the technology to pinpoint what someone is saying. And they can't find the slur.
Speaking of a slur, I got a good joke for you guys.
Right?
You guys will like this one, yeah?
Yeah.
We used to have empires ran by emperors.
Yeah.
Kingdoms ran by kings. And now we have countries ran by, you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it? I heard that one the other day. I thought I'd bring it up because you said slur. That was a perfect time. And I read David's
I think I've heard that before.
I heard it the other day. It was a first. There's a first for me.
Countries run by cunts.
It's not wrong, is it? No, I mean, got it here. You got it there.
It's not, man. Look at mean Joe Biden, who absolutely YouTube. I just want you to know, YouTube, Joe Biden is the greatest president who ever lived. Okay, greatest president ever lived. He deserves to be great. You know how Uncle Tom just woke up.
Corn pop.
Morning, Uncle Tom. How you doing, sir? Thank you for that stream last night.
Yeah. Even though I wasn't there, I was there in the chat watching.
Yeah, then it was fight night. It was fight time.
It was fight night, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching this chat. I mean, I was watching the fight briefly. But, you know, I wasn't enamored. I didn't watch any of the undercard fights.
I watched the one before it, and it was a first round knockout, like properly boom on the floor. That's it. Round one. Falco, someone called Falco. That's what I remember. But the light skin beat the Hispanic. So me and Uncle Tom were happy because I was like, Uncle Tom, Garcia Davis goes, oh, you know, I'll go for the black man.
Damn right.
You know, go for the black man. But yeah, thanks.
Seanery, what up? What up? You see my new monetization? You see that you can cash at me now? Not cash at me. Dang,
that's
I keep saying cash app. I'd rather a cash app. But you see, you can send super chats and super stickers now. Go ahead and feel free to do that, sir. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you like and share this stream because it'll help me out tremendously in the doggone algorithm.
Doggone. Okay, yeah, I'll be saying that from now on. Doggone.
I said that's my term. Everybody's like, man.
But people say bruv now. So people are saying bruv now.
They do.
So I gotta say doggone.
I'm saying bruv now. That's insane. Yes.
Yeah, well, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Mike from Boston. Yes, he did give up. But he also got his ass beat. So that's why he gave up. He was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, he had all that reach, didn't use it. Silly man.
And he always does these little skippity pat left. He always does that. Think that's gonna knock out.
He like smacks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does
that. Not even.
That's okay for a featherweight, a lightweight, who doesn't have the power and chin that Tank has.
Oh
So
yeah, he's a beef. He may be short, but he's beef boy. He's like, "Rah," you
I
know,
mean, those
he's
are the guys you
beefcake.
got to watch out for, man. Those are the guys who will knock you out.
Yeah.
Notoriously in high school and beyond, any fights I've ever seen, it's never been the really tall dudes or big dudes
No.
who get the knockouts. It's always the stocky little short bastards. It's also the same. It's also the same in special forces.
Yeah.
All the special forces guys that I've known have never been over 6 feet.
Oh yeah, they're all little dudes, most of them.
Yeah, all little guys.
Define little. Like, what's the tall to
5'7",
Really?
5'6".
Nice, man.
You know,
Well, I'm 5'10", and I feel like a midget half the time. At
I'm
5'10".
5'9", and I feel like a midget.
Yeah.
But you know,
I knew a special forces colonel that was 5'5".
see, I knew a special forces major who was about 5'4",
Yeah.
and just gung ho, man. Yeah, Tyson. They kept changing his height. They kept saying he was 5'11", 5'10". I've had some cards say he was 6 foot, but he's nowhere near that. He's more like 5'9". Okay.
I didn't even know how tall he was. I know the Gypsy King Tyson Fury is named after Mike Tyson, and he was born at 7 months. He was not meant to survive. They said he's going to be a small man. He's going to have a lot of problems. Dude's like 6'9", whatever. Yeah, 6'9", and he's a big boy, and he's the heavyweight champion of the world. But he needs to fight.
He deserved it, man, because the Brown Bomber.
yeah. I tell you what, he almost got him in that last round, but he got up. And you know his excuse? He's a gypsy. He believes in things. He believes in
whatever.
Jesus.
No, he's just a showman, is what he is.
Yeah, but the second and third, I say Deontay versus Tyson. All three of those fights are the best fights I've ever watched. I replay them sometimes. They're that good because they're just so crazy. If there was a fourth bout, it's very rare you get like quadrilogies, if that's even a word. I mean, you get the trilogies, you get the two ones, but if there was a fourth fight, I would watch that 110%. I would, because Deontay Wilder is the second best in the world by far. If he's the man, he could put Tyson Fury to the floor.
Deontay Wilder isn't the second best. Deontay Wilder.
Who would you say is the second best?
I would say, what's his name? The Mexican dude. Who beat Anthony Joshua?
No, he's not, sir.
Anthony Joshua's that's Usyk. He's Ukrainian. Usyk.
No. So Anthony Joshua is
he's a bodybuilder.
Crap on a stick. He looks good, but he doesn't have any chin, and all he was doing was throwing power shots at people, kind of like the quote Bronze Bomber.
Yeah, all he's got is that right hit,
that's it.
fist.
But they weren't boxing. Anthony Joshua is not a boxer. And
he's bodybuilder.
Bronze Bomber is not a boxer. Tyson Fury was boxing, and that's why he won.
You're talking about Randy Ruiz.
Yeah, Randy Ruiz has a chin. Thank you. Andy Ruiz. Listen, when he came in as an alternate to fight Anthony Joshua, everybody was thinking to themselves, "Oh, this is going to be an easy fight for Anthony. Look at this guy. He's a flabby, fat ass or whatever." But I was looking at his last fight against that what was he, a Ukrainian? I can't remember who this dude was.
Alexander Usyk.
And how he beat his ass. And Andy Ruiz's record, his professional record coming into that fight against Anthony Joshua was 31-1.
Yeah.
Okay. 31-1 professional fights. He only lost one, and it wasn't by knockout. So I'm like, Anthony better look out, and here he came and knocked him out. Andy Ruiz's downfall after that was he had won. He's a newly minted millionaire. Everybody was inviting him to parties. He was just partying hardy, man. That's what happened to him at that juncture. But then he got back, and he still knocked Anthony Joshua down again.
Did you see Anthony Joshua after the second Usyk fight?
No.
You didn't see him after the fight. It was the biggest pussy behavior I've ever seen in any boxing match. He's like, "How did you beat me? How did you beat me?" And he's there like making excuses, complaining on the mic. Whereas Usyk should be saying, "Thank you, people. I win, match, whatever." He's like going, "I'm better than him. But he won because he's skillful. But I'm the better boxer." And and he's there making.
That doesn't make any sense. That's the dumbest.
That's Joshua. He just lost, and he's there crying on the mic, and he's like freaking out and screaming and everything. He stormed off, came back, and started crying on the mic.
Yeah,
it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Well, that's what his mom told him, so it must be true.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's a
dosser.
Yo, Mayo, you ain't get my text?
No, sir.
Yeah, look at the private server, whatever the hell you want to call it. Man,
let me tell you guys.
We got a little. Me and Mayo put me on with the private servers, so they can't track us when we sending encrypted codes and shit.
Oh, okay.
The nuclear codes.
Yeah. Which private server are you guys using? Are you using
Telegram?
No. Fuck no.
No. Telegram is good, but that's
Signal.
Oh yeah, Signal is the best one. My FBI guys use that.
Yeah.
You have FBI guys?
Yes.
Wow.
Man, I want to talk about that, man. When not to cut you off, Aaron, or to cut you off, as you always say.
There you go.
But yeah, I want to do a show. I want to do a show about that.
No problem.
About that group. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you know everything about them. That to me, people not talking about this right now, and to me, this is a real big deal.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I could think about it is
because the simple fact that they're the Russian frontline troops says a lot about the Russian army.
And then also this, right? Oh, because I think the reason why, if this was Uncle Trump in office, and I hate doing this would be a big story. But because Sleepy Joe in office, and his press release was, "Y'all need to stop fighting." That's essentially what he said. Nothing else. I'm like, what in the flying fuck is going on here? Y'all just need to cut that out, man, dude. That shit is crazy. I've never even heard of this place. I never heard of this army. Did you ever hear that army, that private military before?
Oh, if it's a private military, I think you're talking about. Yes.
The Wilderness Group.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, I've never heard of them.
I'm excited.
Dude,
it's called
it's ridiculous, and it's run by a billionaire. Remember? Do you remember? How long ago was this?
It's called the Wilder Group. Callie, you got to look it up. It's called the Wilder Group, dude.
Wilder.
It's called the Wilder Group.
Wagner. Yeah, the Wagner. Do you remember when they a couple years ago when they took over? Who was it they were fighting for? Was it? I can't remember. It was a few years. It was maybe like 10 years ago. They ended up fighting for someone. I can't remember what it was, and then they didn't want to relinquish power. Don't get me the line. I gotta remember.
It was in Africa. It was in Africa.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and man. It's a whole army of
50,000
before Syria.
That's more than a battalion element, guys. That is an army element. That's okay. South Korea has 25,000 troops there. That's more than that. And these are. Do you understand that support? That's artillery. That's you know what I'm saying. Anyway.
Well,
dude, it's scary, man.
Let's admit it. Wagner Group is controlled by the Russian government.
Oh, 100%. We already know that. Yeah, that's the scary part. And it's undeniable at this point, right? At this point, right, Mayor?
Well, it's been for a while. You know, Russia's latest military hardware was showing up before they invaded Ukraine in the breakaway republics. With civilians operating it. Their latest S-400 missile systems, everything.
and they're using this army basically because they can have deniability, right? So they can say, well, they're not working for us, but essentially
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
private Putin's private reserve, so he can do whatever the freak he wants, which is absolutely
Well,
bonkers to me, man.
except for the simple fact that somebody's got to pay him.
Yeah. So if you think, what's the likelihood of them having a falling out with Putin ever?
Very likely now, because their owner
Um,
has gotten on Putin's nerves. But Putin also realizes that that's his only winning force right now in Ukraine.
it's 50,000 of them motherfuckers. What I
Yeah,
mean, you
do
know
you know
what?
how they're fighting though over there?
Is it guerrilla war style? How are they doing it? Or they just bombing everything?
They're sending in these conscript troops, right, from the front,
Mm-hmm.
and using Wagner forces to attack their flanks. They're basically sending the conscript forces to their death.
To die.
Damn, I gotta look this up. Should I look it up or should I wait for the stream, LA? I'd rather hear from you.
I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna basically let Mayo do all the talking. To be honest with you,
Well, May is a good bloke, isn't he? Just as good,
it's
just as
crazy,
good.
man. I mean, I woke up this morning and that shit popped up, and I'm seeing the fighting in Sudan, and I'm like, dude, and I'm like, this is not everywhere, and to me, this is really a story because where Sudan is located is the Red Sea, and what you think, Mayo? Like, just a
If it's got geopolitical interest of Russia, you're going to find Wagner Group there.
man, that's a hell of a group. If they still fighting a war in Ukraine and got time to go over there in Sudan, and
They're still in
start this peace.
Syria. They're in
I heard
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, very nice.
The Russian troops left Kazakhstan, but magically, guess who's still there?
Wagner Group.
Wagner Group.
What a load of
Where they get all their weapons from?
The Russian government. Where they get all their logistics support from.
Oh, that's no good. It's all rubbish. It's a shame. The world's a mess, man. It seems more mess at the moment than it has been in a very long time.
Nobody give a fuck, bro. You start talking about something important, people stop caring, man. It's the damnedest thing.
Because they're sheep. I mean, you got to think below average. That's 50% of the population is just retarded. So that's a fun world, eh? Very fun world.
I mean, honestly, U.S. contractors could do it better than troops.
Yeah, I can give you that one. Well, also because they're not held by any rules of engagement either. I mean,
no, even if you hold them by a rules of engagement, it's the simple command structure.
Now, is it because of
like say an aircraft mechanic, right?
Okay.
In the military, he's not allowed to fix aircraft.
Hey, what? Sorry, the aircraft mechanic can't fix aircraft.
No.
Well, what's the point of being an aircraft mechanic?
A simple repair job has to be sent to a higher level of maintenance.
Oh, bureaucracy. That doesn't. Yeah, bureaucracy's bad.
Yes.
That's
and the
stupid.
military is nothing but bureaucracy.
Yeah. It's bad in Europe, especially. I was cooking some food. I'll literally be 2 seconds.
We had a contract in doing a vertical resupply out of Guam. Our 3 helicopters replaced a Navy detachment. We had 3 helicopters, 15 people. We replaced a Navy detachment of 13 helicopters and 300 people to do the same job. It's ridiculous. There's so many wasted man hours because
give you that
nobody's
one.
responsible for the money in the military.
And I think that's a shame, man. It's even in the police department is egregious. And the thing is, it's not going to change. It's not going to change because these people have lobbyists, and the lobbyists. I think they need to go do away with the lobby system, man. I don't know how. I know it won't ever happen, but I wish it would.
I mean, honestly, I think they should be a private police force in the cities, because that's where a lot of these neighborhoods are going to go.
Well, there is a private police force in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, but you can't.
In Roseland, they have arresting powers. You know, of course, the city of Chicago contracted them to be a private police force, and they had arresting powers. They were pretty much police officers. Just, you know, they didn't even have TCOL licenses.
Yeah, but you go that's a slippery slope you go down because next thing you know, they'll start paying people. People will have to start paying them for protection, and it will turn into the mafia all over again. This happened before.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah, but you're paying for protection anyway and not getting it now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's because of the lawmakers that the people actually put in these offices. Because you have some bad apples, and I never got the idea or I never understood why do you change a whole system because of a few things that go wrong. That blows my mind. It's like if you have like a child that acts up and gets locked up. As a parent, you just say, you know what, I'm giving all my goddamn kids away because this one child has done something wrong. And people, they're so short-sighted when they see one thing that might be that's bad. We want to tear the whole fucking thing down. And to the point where you think, you know what? Maybe we need to privatize the police department. But the thing, I'm telling you what's going to happen when you do that. It's going to be, you talking about a situation that's bad now, that's going to turn to worse.
Oh, well,
it's going to get much worse.
The larger an organization it is, the more open it is to
corruption.
To abuse.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Private or public
at
would be
least
run
when
by corrupt
were
people.
Paying protection money from the mob, they were getting protection. You know, the mob would catch the guy that robbed the corner store back in the day and take care of him.
But this is the thing, though. So imagine if they allow the cops to do their job, right? So imagine if a criminal, because let's be honest, some criminals don't give a flying hell about consequences, but a lot of them do. So just like in Philly, when we had stop and frisk, and when Rizzo was here, and if they did something, the police department can punch them in the face and then and they get away with it. So a lot of these crimes wouldn't happen because of the consequences. But when you take away any consequences, this is what's going to happen. Now with the private police force, okay, sure, the neighborhoods will be protected. But once again, if people have no respect for these people because it's not going to be any consequences for the criminal, then it's the same thing that's going to happen, and you're just going to end up paying for a protection racket.
See, how hard police also go at criminals makes a lot of difference too.
Oh, 100%.
Back in the 90s when all the gangs were spreading across the U.S., all the California gangs, they visited good old Wichita, Kansas.
There you go, Blaqs.
And they decided not to stay. Because how did Wichita police deal with gangs?
Chat.
They shot them.
Yep. Big time with the $5 super chat. LA, thoughts on the Indian dude in North Philly at the gas station who hired an all black armed security force, all long guns and flat armor.
Big time. Let me tell you about this dude, right? Thanks for the $5, man. His name is Andre Boyer. He's an ex-cop that got fired. He's corrupt like a motherfucker, but he does articles. He did an article on me about my shooting. Lying. I used to respect the dude kinda. He's a fucking moron. I'll send y'all some of his articles, but he's a clown. He's a clown. He locked Meek Mills up. This has nothing to do with what Big Time say, but he hired him.
He's the one who locked Meek Mills up.
Yeah, he locked Meek Mills up in the first time, and that's why Meek beat the case. He was the one who started that. But you look him up, Andre Boyer. But anyway, no, he's a bitch. He's 100%. I'm not even saying it because I feel any type of way about him. Because y'all know me, I'm dead, and so I don't care. But no, if he would have hired anybody else, like another competent security for, basically the dude just got the look to be out there. But I agree with Mayo when it comes to like gas stations and businesses. Yeah, they should hire security, but they also should be armed themselves. They should also take classes. Like if I'm gonna have a business where I'm dealing with money, I'm going to make sure I'm able to protect my interests and not just put it in the hands of someone else. And I know a lot of times you're saying, well, I got this business. How can I do all this other stuff? Well, you got to figure this shit out. So yeah, you should hire businesses. To me, yeah, they should hire that. Like I wouldn't have a cash business that wouldn't hire armed security. But his all black security company is just him and another dude. That's it. Two of them.
I looked at their weapons choices and I knew they weren't serious.
No, he fucking knew. Look him up, Mel. Did you look at Andre Boyer? Everybody can look him up right now.
He said I looked at their weapon choices and I knew they weren't serious.
He has an automatic shotgun.
You don't hang your life on a $250 Turkish plastic shotgun.
That he's talking, yeah, dude. That he wants everybody to believe is this great weapon, and everybody looking at. My homie sent me a message. He was like, "How long before you think one of them kids go up there and take that gun off of him and shoot him with it?" I was like, "I'll give him a couple weeks." He's a fucking moron. Matter of fact, I'll send you one of his articles. But Big Time, I agree with you saying. I think that's what needs to be happening. But I don't care about the color, man. Like I don't care about what color you are.
It just got to be competent.
Competent. That's all, man.
There's
a lot of them out there.
I just wanted to say, fuck Blaqs. LAU. Neither one of you niggas came up to the show last night, assholes.
Well, sir, I told you I was watching the fight.
Nigga, the fight was over in less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was watching it live with you, Uncle Tom.
Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I was watching you.
What are you talking about?
To sleep.
It's always delayed. Always delayed.
Yeah, and then I was at a party. I was there looking at ugly women and eating free food and not having to look at your face.
You were at a party last night?
A fight party, yeah. My cousin had one. So
okay.
Well, did anyone bet on Garcia, LA, or they all Team Davis, Team Tank?
All black people for black people, buddy.
Yeah, but I want to know, LA.
Everybody knew Tank was gonna win, man. Everybody. If he had half a brain.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. He knew around he was gonna knock him out in. And that fucking punch, I'm not even gonna get into it.
Yeah, the little gazelle kidney shot he hit him with.
Oh,
he took a knee for Black Lives Matter.
Is your kidney fucking up here? Your kidney up here, huh?
That shit hurt like a motherfucker though.
They kept saying it was a kidney shot, and I'm like, and
your liver up here too, huh? Your liver up here too.
No, I agree with you, but
that's what I'm saying. Off and hit your ass in that bitch. You gonna go down.
I said round 7 KO. I had no money to bet.
Find out later that we're gonna find out later it was a rib. But I'm telling you, I knew that he was gonna win. I knew he wasn't gonna win in round 4. They wanted to drag the fight out a little longer. I knew it was gonna be around 7 or 8, and it was 7. And here it is. He,
Ever since Tyson destroyed those guys in a couple of seconds, they're always going to go at least halfway through the card. Before it ends. Absolutely.
Yeah, Conchanery. We all know it wasn't a kidney shot. That's why we were being facetious. We're saying that they kept saying it was a kidney shot. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's a kidney shot. He probably ruptured a kidney." It is, and it wasn't anything like that. It's just the fact that Ryan Garcia doesn't have a chin, man. Remember, he got knocked down What fight was that? He got knocked down. He ended up coming back and winning. But
I remember it though. It was the first time he went down.
Yeah, and then he got knocked down in this fight. What was that, round 5 or 6? He got knocked down. And then he got knocked, and then he took a TKO. So I'm just saying that Ryan Garcia, and then you see the little skippity paps. I was talking to Cal just a moment ago. Little skippity paps, he hits people, he slaps. He's and everybody's talking about, oh, look at the power. Look at the power. Every time he's just like pawing them. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, who power from what? He's slapping you. He's bitch slapping you. I'm like, the guy, how much does he weigh? Didn't they say 149?
No, 135. 135.
It was like 140 something when they weighed in.
136 it was.
Okay.
How much is 135 pounds in kilos? Let me double check this.
I could have sworn it was like they both are like 140 something.
136, my friend.
Nigga, my son weighs more than that.
They weigh less than me. I'll tell you what, I weighed myself the other day. I'm 64.8 kilos. It's 61 kilos, 135. That's mad.
I just remember a weigh-in. I was looking at a weigh-in and they were both like at 140 something. But whatever, I could be wrong.
I promise you, my friend, it's 136 they were at because I was so hyped.
But I just want you guys to imagine that. Think about this. Somebody who weighs 136 pounds throwing a punch at you. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying they have no weight behind the punch.
There's a reason why they're in weight classes. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. You could pick him up by the scruff of his jacket and fling him. That's 136 to me. I weigh 270.
I'm here.
I could pick
I
him
weigh
up
143 pounds, I do.
See, that's different for you. That's different.
I'm 5'10". The thing is, bruv, I used to weigh, let me find this out, that I was very scary at one point. I used to weigh 114 pounds at my height.
Damn.
Yeah. That's where I was at, my friend. I wasn't eating meat. I wasn't eating it. Partly, I was drugs, not eating. And I was killing myself.
Hey, when you got those drugs, right? Food ain't important.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I was one of those people. I suffered with an eating disorder very badly. Like right now, I've just demolished like 10 chicken goujons right in front of you. But, bruv, I didn't want to eat because I didn't see myself hitting 18. Then I didn't see myself hitting 20, then 21. And I'm 22 next month, and I haven't been happier. Sorry. But, bruv, I'll tell you, I had a very self-deprivating childhood, I'll tell you. But I'm a happy chappy. I'm happy as anything right now. Yeah, don't go to the weight I was at because I was basically a pinprick off of killing myself, pretty much unintentionally.
Yeah, Mayo, I just sent you something, Mayo.
I just sent me nothing.
Well, sir, my thing is this: we gotta have an intervention with you. If you don't stop sending us your fucking pictures.
That was funny.
Yo, what time was that when you did it?
I did it live last night on the show.
No, sir. It was like 3 a.m. I got a bunch of pictures coming in.
No. I did it live last night on the show.
Because then I saw Black Thought said, man, if you don't stop sending us your goddamn pictures. See, I had no signal where I was at. So I guess all this shit started coming in crazy late because I got them like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I woke up to a whole bunch of pics of damn Uncle Tom. And then he sends a voice picture message saying, he said, hey, LA, since I know you like my picture so much, here's some more for you. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude?
I literally did it on the show last night. It was funny. I did it on purpose.
Shit is annoying, dude. Like,
yeah, it was Luke Campbell who knocked him down. Who knocked him out. Not knocked him out, but knocked him down. Yes, that's who it was. Dub Will, what's up, dude?
Got a bunch of fucking now. Somebody see another man sending you all these pictures coming through. They're gonna look at you like, what's going on with you?
I know that's what Black Thought said last night, dude. because it still automatically saved to his phone again.
So this the dude big time talking about. When y'all get a chance, look up his articles. His articles is he can't spell worth a fucking damn. Like he missed like the dude I just sent y'all. That's the guy that big time is talking about his security for yeah, it's called Serpico. He used to be a cop. He got fired for stealing. So he on a
and he got a
vendetta.
$1,500 bounty on a kid.
Dude. Yeah. He wrote an article about me with my last shooting and made up facts. I used to give him a little leeway because I thought he was actually trying to do the right thing. He was doing
This is the dude you were talking about before, huh?
Yeah, he made up an article. Mayo. Yeah, Mayo. He literally made a whole story up about me. I was standing in front of him. He didn't even realize it was me. This is how stupid he is. He made up a story about me and didn't even realize it was me when he was talking to me. Like, how fucking dumb can you be? He was telling me the story about me. I was like, yo, you.
Oh my god! Hey,
I was about to check him. I was about to say, yo, keep my fucking name out your mouth. But once I found out how much of a moron he was, I just let it slide. I was like, how can I even get mad?
You can't. He's stupid. You can get mad, but you just realize, like you said, real quick that he was a dumbass.
He was a dumb fuck.
Y'all know I got about like $100 in subscriptions right now on YouTube subscriptions.
Really?
That's crazy, yeah.
That's
I cut mine down, man.
Jesus Christ. No. I mean, I got other people's subscriptions.
I cut mine down. Dude, I cut mine down.
Oh, no, bro. I subscribe to one. I'm only subscribed to one guy.
I lost all of mine.
I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to get rid of that.
To the porch. You better be.
I lost all of mine because they demonetized me.
I think I subscribed to a porch.
I wanted to subscribe. I will be when I get some money.
I thought I did when we put it up, but if I haven't,
this motherfucker say I think. But you should automatically know.
What do you mean? Listen. On my Google, it comes out. I see $1.99 here, $5.99 there, and I don't even look at them. It's maybe like,
all right. You ain't got to lie, Craig. Just like you ain't got to lie about being the champion.
Look, there is a monetization. I am monetized now. Thank you very much, sir. And you guys can go ahead and hit me with super chats and super stickers now. That would be greatly appreciated. Hey, Gary came through and dropped what? Freaking $77 in one go.
I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna send a super sticker.
I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna do this.
Get his ass out of here.
I will send you a super chat if you admit that ain't no goddamn way y'all in the championship, sir. If you tell the truth.
No, I'm telling you. Okay, so look,
how do you win one fucking game?
Listen, I just got a call this morning because the game got canceled. So like I told you, yesterday we beat the team 16-1. Yesterday we lost 2-1, which should have seeded us in the bracket at second place. We should have been seated at number 2 in the bracket, and we should have been playing for number 1 seed. I mean, for the championship, number 1. The other team that we didn't play ended up winning both of their games. And then the other team ended up winning one and losing one. Then we lost. So then it ends up being head-to-head. So we lost head-to-head 2-1, which puts us in third place because after that, we go by runs. So we ended up getting only 3 runs on us the entire day yesterday. In the 2 games we played yesterday, only 3 runs. And we ended up putting up 17 runs against 2 teams. So we ended up in seeded third. So we would have still been playing the other team who only lost 1 game yesterday. We would have beat them, and then we would have been playing for first place. But because we got rained out, we got canceled, now we are just in third place, and we don't reign. So we don't now we're not playing for the championship. Now we are completely third place, and third place doesn't get shit. So here we are.
Sounds about right, loser.
Yo,
Hey,
so
I mean,
hilarious.
that's what it is.
He called it when he sent the message out to us. He said, "Yeah, yo, we in the championship." Everybody that's in the group was like, "Wait a minute, how the fuck is that even possible?" Like everybody said it at the same time. We was like, and
because they
Black
were
Thoughts
talking
was
about
like,
the
Black
league.
Thoughts
They
was
were
like,
talking
well,
about the league.
maybe they got he paid
Man, they was talking
somebody
about
else.
I brought syringes of the dog. They said I brought syringes of the freaking virus and was giving it to the children. They said
I said it was only a 2-team league, and they was playing wiffle ball with some 2-year-olds. That's what they went.
Yeah, they
Like,
was
I
playing wiffle
understood
ball with 2-year-olds. They said we paid off the umps. They said, let me tell you guys. These dudes that are supposed to be my brothers in the chat, they ain't shit. Okay,
I just don't understand it.
I want y'all to know. Hold on, Dub Will. I'm gonna put up the link. Give me a second.
I just don't understand it, sir. You won
That has
one game
nothing
the
to
whole
do.
season.
You do understand
And
that
yet
there are several. You do understand that there's several tournaments that we play, right? Not just one league. Now look,
I said it though. I said it. I was like, he plays a lot of tournaments. They usually play one every weekend or two over the weekend. But the thing is, he keep playing the same team that he beat 76-1.
He a bully. Uncle Tom, he a bully? Is he a bully?
Yeah.
They kicked him out the other leagues. They don't want to even buy into that one because they know they're gonna get their asses handed. So they go to the sub-secular league tournament play. So they ain't gotta worry about it. So they can run the
They
table.
set up games with the special needs school.
Yeah. Beat the shit out them kids.
What's up, Dub?
Hey, what's up? I can't stay long, but I just want to say shout out to that little Ados nigga from Baltimore for giving Pedro that work. Huh?
Yeah. That motherfucker
he was called an avocado picker like 3 or 4 times last night. Just saying.
It's funny because he's not even from Mexico. He's from LA.
Don't matter.
You might as well be from Mexico.
When did that ever fucking matter?
It don't.
That doesn't ever.
It don't matter. Anyway, Dub, well, you see my new shiny monetization button, sir?
No, I didn't. You monetized now?
Yeah, I'm monetized now.
It don't matter. Dub Will don't send money to anybody anyway.
Oh, that's right.
What? That's a lie. I'm one of the known super chatters in this space. Don't do that.
That's very true, sir. So why don't you super chat me right now?
This
sir.
I ain't no
All right, well, I gotta get ready for my show. My show starts in a minute. I might be a little late.
Man. I'm about to...
You say your show start in a minute.
Yeah.
You talking
That's
about
right.
the girl?
Dub Will with the $5 super chat. Thank you, sir.
Why are you doing it so early?
I said I was gonna do it around 12. Bitch, if your ass was here yesterday, motherfucker, you would know these things.
I can't have it. Hold on. You know the crazy part? I can't have a day off. Blacks who defy Black Thoughts and everybody else take off whenever the fuck they want.
Okay.
And nothing is being said about these Negroes. I'm a sue.
Shut your ass up.
The thing about it is, I said it more than once on everyone's show. I said I'm gonna start doing a Sunday midday stream. So
yeah, but when you start talking, I block you out.
I kind of figured that. Alexa, turn the lights through.
Anyway, Uncle Tom is about to start his stream, guys. I'm about to end this one.
If you want. I'm just. I'm not even.
No. I'm just gonna end it so you can get your stream going.
I ain't worried about that shit. I don't like none of you niggas anyway.
Who's this going? Who's that? Oh, look at this man. Now you come up. What was you doing?
Ruckus. Ruckus?
I gotta go. I'll see y'all later.
All right, bro.
Oh, you're muted, bruv.
How's that?
Yeah, that is
Much
how.
better.
Yes, sir.
Did I hear you say you're getting ready to shut down, Blaqs?
Yeah, I'll give it a couple more minutes, man, because Uncle Tom's about to start his his channel or whatever. Put up his stuff, and trying to filter everybody over there. But anyway, yeah, so it's still going to go on. It's just going to go on over to his channel, man. But man, I appreciate everybody who donated today. I made about a good $90 in the super chats because I am monetized now, which is a blessing.
Let me ask you something, Blaqs, because I got monetized too, and I had to sign up
AdSense. Hey, Conshanu, there you are. You made 100, my friend.
Yeah, for
Sorry to interrupt.
AdSense. Now it's showing that the review-based terms, sign up for AdSense, those are done. Now it's in progress for being reviewed. Is that the last step?
You get a pin sent in the post, don't you? You get that pin.
Yes, that is the last step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean Connery with the $14 super chat. Here you go, bro. Man, I'm
gonna delay my stream till 7 my time if Tom's going live.
So
I
are
want to
you
do long?
Okay.
Because I'm doing a St. George's Day celebration. You can't change St. George's Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and Devin Haney will get knocked out if he fights Tank. What was I going to say to you, Ruckus? Yes. Are you in that process right now?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the review.
That'll happen in the same day usually. That's what happened to me. And they said that they were going to review. I said you're eligible. No, first I submitted my paperwork. It says you were eligible. And then they said you're now under review. And it took about 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
And then I was monetized.
I got monetized Sunday. So
you didn't get sent a pin? I had to get a pin in the post. They sent me a letter with like a little pin on it.
Oh no! So I'm still waiting on that letter, I guess.
What? But you're still monetized without the pin.
I mean, I'm getting super chats. Listen,
well, I had to wait for the pin. It took me like 3 weeks.
That's because you're British.
Yes,
maybe. No, so Kai was telling me about that too. I might not be able to access my funds until I get that pin.
Fair enough.
I have, but the button showed up. The request for super chats showed up. It's there. It's pinned. So I'm just saying that you're able to give, but I'm not able to access it. I don't think until I receive whatever pin you guys are talking about.
You realize the earliest you get this money? Yeah.
Say again.
Congrats. The earliest you'll receive this money is the 21st to 26th of May. You won't be getting this month.
I know it's ridiculous.
It rolls over, and also because I got demonetized, my February, March, and April funds I'm all getting in May. Isn't that mad?
Hey, well, that's a big chunk of change you should be receiving, sir.
Hopefully, I mean that's what I'm doing a stream later on. Like I say, my video is about to go up in however long.
Okay.
But obviously,
so Ruckus, man, you gonna give to the inaugural stream, man?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. I'll leave this up.
How do I do it? I click on the little dollar sign?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Ruckus, when the fuck have you ever donated to anything?
He gave me a cash app on the tequila stream.
I've seen him donate to you.
No, sir.
Yeah, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Now, what's better, super chat or super sticker?
Super chat. I mean, either.
Super chat, you can leave a message. Type him a message. Give him a lovely message.
You can do messages?
Yeah, that's what super chat is, my friend.
You never used the YouTube chat. Sticker is no message. It's just a sticker.
Okay.
Yeah. But either will do, sir.
You get more characters, the more you pay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's see if that worked.
They're very picky on verbiage, though.
They are.
Yeah, you can't be typing the M word, Ruckus. I know you like that word. Can't be typing.
Oh, I can't put that in there. That's what the problem is.
Oh no! Come on, YouTube. Fix your site.
No, I did not do that.
Are you combing your beard?
If you did, I don't care. Pay to play around here. Pay to play.
Well, it says 5 minutes. Have to wait 5 minutes for this to go through. Is that what's up?
Are you subscribed to his channel?
Yes.
Yeah, he probably got on subscribers only.
I'm subscribed.
Oh, really? I don't know what the hell is.
That's weird.
Maybe it's are you paying it through PayPal or are you paying it through?
I just got the email saying that it went through.
Are you doing it on the porch session or something? And it still show up in the chat, wouldn't it?
And I've done it before, so.
Did you send it to the porch sessions or did you send it to Blaqs Unify?
Let me see. What does it come up? I'm on your channel, so it went to
Yeah.
It hasn't even come up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a waiting game. I don't know.
That's stupid, though. You should be able to send it right away.
Yeah. It should have.
Man, it's $1,000 too, man. I wonder where it went.
Come on now.
Likely
But-
story.
It says it went through. I got the email saying it went through. So, but it says pending. I don't know.
Maybe it's because it's a new thing you've paid to. If you use PayPal, sorry.
No, I use Cash App.
Oh, Cash App.
Everything goes through Cash App with my stuff. Yeah, and it came out.
So who's it pending to? Is it pending to Blaqs or is it a big amount you sent? You sent a big amount?
No, it's $10.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'd say
how much did you send?
I have no money, so I got £5.
Okay, then mine was a big amount, then, wasn't it?
Yeah, I see. It's not a braggadocious thing.
Did you send it to my Cash App?
No, I clicked on the super chat.
How do you send super chats for your Cash App? Is that a US thing? I can't do that.
Everything for
you can use your Cash App as your bank. You know
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm doing.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, well, maybe you know that if what's his name, the Cash App founder didn't die.
Stabbed in the heart like it was London.
Yeah, he got killed. Yeah, I just got a text too saying you spent $10 on at Google, and that's what it goes to is Google for these things.
Mayo, I sent it to you, Mayo.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, he just made the whole story up in his head.
What the one story you just sent?
Yeah. The first one is my supervisor when he was out there calling black people the N-word.
The L word?
No, the N-word, sir.
Oh, the N-word. I was gonna say I don't know what the
my
fuck
favorite.
The L-word is.
My favorite, bro.
White dude calling people the N-word when he drunk. Yeah, man. I wasn't mad.
Can you blame him?
Lunch with him.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't
bother
give a
me now,
damn.
man. I wonder where this went to.
Yeah, so he just made up the whole story with me. Just made it up. Like not one factual thing in that whole fucking thing. Because in Philly, we can't. Go ahead, man. I should have sued that bitch.
The story doesn't say anything.
Exactly.
Police don't make things up, Ellie.
Well, I don't see the super chat. It'll probably show up later, man. That's crazy.
I apologize. I did it.
No,
it really tells nothing about the shooting.
Anyway, everybody here in the chat, everybody here going over to the porch sessions so that we can get Uncle Tom's show going.
Yes,
gotta cancel. I gotta go grab my child anyway. But man, this has been great. Thanks for everybody who showed up
Who
today.
you fighting with in the damn chat? Big time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I have a 1v1 with Mr. S. I don't know. No, Mr. S. I guess he apologized for wanting to bang a 14-year-old. I guess. I tell you who I was trying to fight. I was trying to fight someone, but he doesn't want to fight. He wants to kill me. He wants to shoot me.
Right. What time is Uncle Tom starting? Is he starting now?
I think he's starting now. Go look in StreamYard and see.
Yeah, I might be doing now. All right, yo.
I'll see you over there.
All right. Well, hey everyone. Thank you for showing up. Thanks, Ruckus, for showing up. Go over there to the porch.
Sorry,
sessions.
I'm late.
No worries, man. Go over to the porch sessions. He'll be over there. Thank you, Mayo, for showing up. Thank you, all of you guys who
congratulations on your monetization, brother.
Man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. That was a lot of hard work, but it paid off and it happened quickly. So thank you so much. Thank you, Cal, for showing up. Can't wait to see you, brother.
Always, likewise. I'm so excited.
Yes, and I'll see you guys a little later. I'm about to end it here.
Look after yourselves.
Yeah. Hey guys, this has been Blaqs Defy, and it was just early morning with me. Appreciate you all showing up. Might make this a daily thing. Might make it a weekly thing. Who knows? But the porch sessions is up. And I'll see you guys over there shortly. Stay blessed. God bless. And I'll see you around, guys. Let me give you some outro music real quick while I get out of here.
When life is getting me down, I'll simply pick up my crown, open my curtains and let in a little sunshine. You gotta know your life is once in a lifetime. And if you really want to keep on me mugging when I walk on by, I crack a smile until my head, no, you ain't gotta reply. No, you ain't gotta say hi. See, that's that low level energy. I am on a higher frequency, channeling God's divinity. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Sometimes you gotta eat them pork and beans instead of lobster. You gotta dust it off and say this life just like Sinatra. And if you need someone in your corner corner, just know I got you. My mantras, be grateful for every day. And when you win and save a little for a rainy day. The sun gon' shine no matter how dark it gets. Don't live your life in regret. Put on a smile and gotta handle the rest. Like I said, so go ahead. Tell the rain, go away. Yeah. You can choose to smile today. Tell the rain, go away. That's right. You can choose to smile. Tell the rain, go away. Yeah. You can choose to smile today. Yeah. Tell the rain, go away. You can choose to smile. Smile, 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 smile. You can choose to smile. Smile, smile, smile.